So it's
This recording? Yeah, man.
It's 12:40 p.m. Standing at the front of Zang's.
Zangs. Dude,
Zang's Electronics.
big shout out to Zang for hooking us up without even question. This is going to be the funniest shit ever. What are we doing? All right,
We are crossing the road to get some.
Yeah, we finished work early, and now we've come to Springy to go get one of Johnny's bullshit, amazing fucking bread rolls.
Yeah, they're kind of similar to the Noble Park rolls, but they're like 10 times better.
You know what my thing was? Is that I said to you should get your pork rolls, and then you asked me about fucking chicken.
Yeah, if you get a Vietnamese roll, it has to be chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, the traditional roll is pork.
Nah.
Everyone knows that. See, that's why you're not from this area.
I've been eating Saigon rolls since you were still sucking at the teeth.
Listen to you. Yeah, I grew up in this area. Nah, you're right.
You're going to try this chicken roll and you'll be converted.
Yeah.
Like, why did I get pork all these years? I'm a fool. I'm a damn fool. Were you in a couple or?
I see pork. I don't see chicken anywhere. It's a subliminal message, dickhead.
Barbecue chicken roll at the top, number 6. Will you eat 2?
Well, nah, I just want one.
I have 2.
I don't want to.
Huh. You want to eat 2?
I'm not bulky, but you. Hey, dog. The master deal.
We'll get 4 chicken rolls with everything, thanks. Yeah. You can handle chili, Cain?
Kiss my ass. Alright.
I'm telling you, man, these chilies that they use in this particular joint are super hot.
Dude, this is springing. I go to Noble, like, Cain down the road. It's the same
Well, I'm going to be watching every bite you take, just to see you hiding back the tears of the chili.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go home.
No, John, this is fine.
I'm going to get ground chili, just sprinkle.
Extra?
Just everything, with the whole thing be red. Like, I've got this. Dying, heart attack.
It's not even hot.
You know that summer when they put the chilies in the...
One of my favourite scenes ever.
We're just a goof.
Remember that real gurgling noise at the end? He's like...
The best line is just, once you eat up and we'll tell you. You know before you were saying about your mate, like yelling at his old man or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of mates like that?
I had a couple.
I don't think I had any. I think it's really a Greek thing. And the 1 or 2 times I sort of heard it was probably at like my white Australian friends' houses. Dude, Greek.
I literally just could not believe it because I'm just thinking if I talked to my dad like that, like maybe not hit me, but I'd get some sort of punishment. Like,
you would hit me, man. I was afraid. Like I grew up in a house, man. If I told my sister to shut up, now I'm talking like I'd be 15 years old. If I told my sister to shut up, my mum was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
If I told my old man to shut up, there would be no like the instant reaction would just be like hand on the throat, like grab me, like launch me. Like I never even attempted to do it. You just get snarky with him, just snippy, and he just look at you like one more word.
Yeah.
And like disagree with me once more, and I'm like chopping your legs off, and then you have to explain why you can't go to school. Like, I'm serious.
My old man was kind of the same. Like, just had that look about him. But I just.
How much did it blow your mind though? Like when your mate would turn around and say something like that.
Mate, I was sitting on the couch just like waiting for his dad to explode, and his dad never exploded. His dad just shuffled out of the room, like being told what to do. He's like, okay. Like seriously, man, just like okay, so I'll leave you boys alone.
What happened to that kid? Where is he now?
He's still around.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Seriously, like thinking, like.
I don't know, but.
Have you seen his old man or anything like on the street?
The weirdest thing was they were kind of like a sort of like a not a scummy family. Like they were
Deros?
a little not Deros. They were like a little bit sort of upper middle class sort of style.
Really?
Yeah, it's a weird situation.
They were an upper middle class family in the gully, but he turned around and he's like losing his old man like that.
Yep.
How does that work?
I don't know. That was the weirdest thing.
Explain.
Yeah. Oh.
Some family habits, some culture.
Looks a bit like Bumtown from work, remember?
Dude, Bumtown. Dude, he's got acid wash jeans on.
Not to mention their ankle biters at the same time.
Man.
Acid wash ankle biters.
I love it. Where do you reckon they live? Like, I reckon like they're noble or dusted specs, man. But they've come to springy for culture on a Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's take a walk down the main street. Get something exotic. some of these tin sims, eh? How do you reckon they taste?
Tell me this: have you ever eaten a pate chow?
No, but dude, the Vietnamese pork pies have got pate in it.
Yeah, we're getting pate in ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's standard, right? You get pate in the right. Yeah. So those things are basically just, it's like a little bit of pastry with, it's just full of pate, which would probably be pretty tasty.
Yeah, dude, I don't say no to much, man. Like,
that's good.
I'm not adverse to certain bacteria and E. coli strains.
Some of the kids I grew up with, man, just the most one-dimensional eaters. Like, it was like literally just meat and 3 veg. Like, that's it. Like, that is it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I remember going over there. You'd have like frozen hamburger, like frozen hamburger patties.
Oh my God.
Like that was dinner. Like, you know, just shit like that.
I grew up, like, think of it like this, right? Like, that's where you went over to houses, yeah? If I went over to, like, my one friend's houses, it was exactly like my own house, yeah? The word frozen didn't exist in my mum's, like, kitchen, pantry. Like, we didn't have anything frozen. Like, nothing. Veggies, nothing. Like, it was all fresh.
We didn't either, dude. My mum was, like, real sort of health conscious like that. Some of my mates, man.
You go to your...
No, that's all, thanks.
You know, like, saying, you go to people's houses. And it's like one thing, like, you know, if you're struggling or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But, man,
Thank you.
like, how bizarre was it when you sat down, like, because they asked you, do you want to eat? And you just eat frozen meal.
Yeah. Like, literally, dude, like, for dinner, like, a piece of white bread with, like, one of these frozen hamburger patties. And it was like the no-name brand patties. Like, it's like... and I'd just be sitting there tripping out, because we'd always have fresh shit, like Thai food, curries, like, you know, like...
Yeah.
It's just crazy how some people... like.
I used to make the observation, because I remember years ago when I was in Mildura, man, with my late uncle. And I remember we went for a drive somewhere to do shopping, and I started talking about, like, Mildura's development, and, like, they were building, like, supermarkets and all that sort of shit. I'm like, man, what the hell? Like, I thought everyone was leaving Mildura. Like, they're going to be building all this stuff. He's sitting there explaining it to me. And then we were talking about, like, I was talking about growing up. And, like, man, we never had, like, my parents did what they could, yeah? And, like, I always had, you know, like, something of the latest. Like, whether it was, like, I had a nice pair of runners or, like, you know, I had a Mega Drive or whatever shit.
Yeah, same.
We always sort of went away, like, all that sort of stuff. But I was talking about how, like, we never had pay TV. Well, mostly because we didn't watch TV, like, to that degree. We didn't need it. But it was also, like, just an expense.
Yeah.
We didn't always have the best of everything, like, in that sense, right? And I was talking about comparing it to, like, all these other dudes I, like, grew up with, especially, like, white Australians. And my uncle, like, this guy came, like, to Australia, like, fuck. You know, the guy died at 70-something, you know, a couple of years ago. So he landed in Freo, basically, like, trained it to, like, Sydney, and ended up in Mildura. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
far out.
Box, you know what I mean? And he just made the fucking the stand remark. He's just like, yeah. He goes, yeah, but what did your parents feed you? What did you guys have to eat every dinner? You've been into one of their fucking houses? Like, just made this blatant remark about how white Australians, like, would have had the pantry fucking empty or, like, frozen meals and shit.
Yep.
But had everything else, like, mapped out.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Health, just last priority.
Yeah, that. Health and sustenance. Like, yeah, no.
Doesn't matter.
Man. It's like when you go to a Darrow's house, man, like in Doveton, and they've got some fucking VT out the front with, like, $10,000 wheels on it.
Yeah. And the house is falling down. Yeah.
Body kit.
Yeah. So true, dude.
And there's a couch on the front porch. Like, fuck. And there'd be like 100 cunts living in that house. One job amongst, like, all of them. About 80. 100. There'd be like 10 dudes living in that house, but there'd be like 12 Centrelink claims to that address.
Yeah.
What?
It's funny you say that as well, because, yeah, the mate in particular with the frozen patties and the white bread and shit, they did have pay TV and they had fucking, like, the latest video games and shit.
Of course they did.
But,
Yeah, nah, but they were eating frozen shit.
Fucking hell.
Seriously. It's interesting, mate.
Very.
Really, really interesting. Alright. You know what's going to be interesting? Us getting out of here is when we came in, there were dudes going the wrong way. And then when I went the wrong way, I was trying to straighten up.
By dudes going the wrong way, you mean you?
Yeah. But then when I figured it out, what was this guy looking at, man? Man, the filter on that smoke is the size of the smoke. Seriously.
Do you reckon it's menthol?
I love that taste. What are you talking about, man?
Have you ever smoked a menthol cigarette?
Nah, man, I don't smoke.
Oh, dude, menthol cigarettes. It just tastes like you're going to get cancer.
You can taste the cancer?
You can.
Now with extra cancer, improved flavour?
You really can, man.
Yeah, nah, man. I know that they, like, I remember just when I'd pick up a deck, like, they'd smell fucking really, really weird.
Because it tastes kind of like a normal smoke, but then you've got this just burning, cool sensation in your throat, and you're just like, that can't be good. That cannot be good.
Getting you ready for chemo? That's just a taste of chemo, man. Dude, it's smoky, man. Like, I don't make excuses for smoking. Like, I do. You know what, man? Like,
I'm an idiot. I don't even know why I do it. It's because I don't know.
Well, because you started, really.
It's because I, you know what? I don't smoke cigarettes at home. That's the funniest thing.
Really?
Never. I never, ever just go outside and have a smoke at home, ever.
Really?
No.
Okay, what the hell is this guy doing? Fuck him, I'll go around.
It's because I smoke weed at home, that's why.
Yeah, but...
And when you smoke weed, you just don't really want to smoke cigarettes at the same time.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, look, man, I've got a lot of vices, you know what I mean? And I've dealt with substance abuse. Like, I get it, you know, like what it is to have a vice like that. But smoking, man, like seriously, man.
It's fucking
it's
stupid.
a stupid fucking habit.
It
like,
really
it
is.
just, all it does is fuck you up.
Yeah.
It costs...
No benefits whatsoever.
No, there is zero benefit whatsoever.
The only benefit really that it has, it gives you some kind of like mental stimulation.
It's
like
because it's a stress release form, but that's really just it's you. You know what it is, man? Because of the fact that it's like it's an addictive habit, right? Because you're releasing, like, you're getting nicotine and tobacco, and that's what you're addicted to. The stress release now just comes from getting a fix from whatever it is that you're addicted to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You didn't start smoking because it was a stress release. You started smoking probably because you just wanted to try it out and be cool.
Yeah.
You know? But because you became addicted to the substance itself, once you started getting a hit of it, then that was your stress relief.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, dude, you drop the fucking smoking, free yourself of that addiction, and then you don't need it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
find something else.
Meth. I'm not proud of this at all, dude. I've actually been, like, pretty bad on meth at one point in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's that family. Oh, shit. Oh. Notice how they don't actually have anything?
He wanted to come try the culture, then he just got freaked out and just, we're going home. We're going back and I've been fine.
How far is that bakery from here? Like, it's like 4 blocks.
He was this close to going out of his comfort zone. This close.
The family walked past us, saw us in the bakery, we bought 4 rolls for 2 people, and then walked back. What the fuck was the point of that? They told me that's their, like, Sunday activity, man, as a family.
I reckon.
It's 10 to 1. Now they must drive home.
Now back home to the couch, get me a beer.
He just starts punching cunts.
I'm watching the footy.
Yeah, the VFL. The VFL starts at 1.
Werribee are taking on Casey. Can't miss that.
Oh, fuck. That's ridiculous. I was saying, man, I've been pretty fucking lucky. Like, as dark as I've been, I haven't gone there yet. I've been like, I've been addicted to other shit, you know, painkillers, and you know, at one point I wasn't binge drinking, but you know, I'd have a drink, but I haven't gone that far. But man, like, I got too many mates that just disappeared and dropped off the map really early on from that sort of shit. So it sort of puts it all into perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though. Like, you know what, man? Like, that kind of problem wasn't really that big of a deal. Like, say, like, when we were growing up, like, in our areas.
Oh, dude, in the gully, it's not a big deal at all. It's the norm.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As in, most guys didn't actually start getting on a junk until after high school
when they started going clubbing, doing pills and shit. Getting on the speed, the Louis, you know, like that sort of stuff, you know. And even so, like, it became the norm, probably like with our sort of generation. But I think it phased in and out a lot quicker than, say, in the gully. I don't know. But having said that, dude, Clayton is the ice capital of Melbourne.
Is it really?
Yeah, man. It's the ice capital of Melbourne, man.
As in, like, just the most people are on it there.
Dealing and distribution.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Man, Nick and I remember like, a couple of summers ago, we went for a bike ride just around the hood, basically. I'm pretty sure it was just as I was moving out, and so was he. So it was probably like one of the last bike rides we've done. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were just near his block, near his old house, like a bit further down. And I just said, what the fuck's that smell, man? It was the middle of the night, hot summer night, middle of the night. And you could just smell like sweetness in the air. And Nick was like, dude, that's ice. There's someone baking ice. Like, are you serious? He goes, yeah, man, it's that sweet smell. That's what it is. Because it hangs in the air, you know, like with weed. Man, do you know what I thought about? You know, the other day, it was just before we started the last podcast, and we were talking about, we walked into the dojo and went, what the fuck is that smell? Has someone got like a can of thinners or something open?
Oh, yeah, the paint smell,
Yeah, it was the paint can. The can of spray that we'd left in there. And we started talking about chroming.
Yep.
Man, I remember at the end of my mum's block, like growing up, I would have been, year 7, year 8. At the end of my mum's block in Clayton, there was a house that just looked run down, but the thing is, I'd seen the owners, and they didn't seem like deros or junkies or anything. They seemed like a normal family, but the house just had trees and shrubs. You know where they just leave the whole front yard covered with shit, like sort of like this dude's here, but like way worse, right? And I just remember walking past one night because I was coming back from a mate's house or something, and you could just see the garage, like little shitty garage shed next to the property, and there was literally just fumes coming out of the bottom of the fucking gate.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the next day I walked past again to go to a mate's house, and there were like plastic bags and shit like all along the pavement. That's something that used to be massive when I was in year 7, year 8.
Yeah, same, dude.
I didn't really know anyone that did it except for one hardcore dude who, like, incidentally is now dead from a heroin overdose. Right?
Oh, surprise.
Yeah. No, he's a good guy. That's another story.
That's one thing I've never done is
chroming.
Hoof paint.
Well, that's what you did in Clayton, man, because you were broke. Nah, but man, I remember walking up like my mum's street and stuff, man, when I was a kid, like, yeah, it would have been 11, 12, 13, and there'd just be plastic bags like filled with paint. Standard, like that was actually really, really, that's the one thing I can say to you that I remember vividly, man, from being back in like 97, 98.
Yeah. They used to do it in the like on the bike track under the underpasses in French Gully.
Why is that guy wearing tights? Like, I get their like skins for the gym, but like put a pair of shorts on, man.
Yeah, that's not my really style.
Dude, I never understood that. Why do guys feel the need to wear like compression pants?
I think it's like just so you can sort of say like,
I'm at the gym.
Yeah, I'm at the gym.
Yeah, I did a whole rant on activewear and women who live in them a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's just that like I'm a fitness guy.
Man,
look at my legs.
Yeah, look at my balls. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I wear compression shorts underneath my soccer shorts when I play soccer because it's physically uncomfortable if you I mean, you know. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? It's like not wearing fucking underwear, like, if you're running around.
Yeah.
It's support, man.
Yeah.
But these cunts, like, just pair of like, dude, I want to see, like, you know, the hot blonde in compression pants.
Not you, mate.
Like, not some dude in his, like, late 40s wearing some Kmart fucking hoodie. Like, yeah, buddy, you're at the gym. Like, yeah.
You're such a cool fitness guy.
Yeah, take my wife. And then, yeah. You're such a cool fitness guy.
My God, you're such a cool fitness guy.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking, what the hell? Have you seen this underside of Noble? This is the back end of where my area is.
No, I'm kind of confused as to where we are right now.
Yeah, this is the back way to get to my building. Man, I've seen some shit around here, man, I'll tell you what. Some fucking funny houses. Just late at night, you just see randoms, man. Like, absolute randoms. And like, dude, look at these halfway houses. Like, look at this shit.
The nice few tags on the fence back there.
Yeah. Slowly, like, they're knocking them down here as well, like they're doing in Clayton. But, Oh, they painted the fence finally.
Out with the old and with the new.
Yeah, but man, the state of some of these buildings are so fucked. Like, just you wonder like how these houses got built.
What were they thinking when they put it
I
up?
don't know, like honestly, man, because they just look like they were done in a hurry.
Yeah.
And like, there's usually a set standard, like all the houses that got built in the '60s and stuff, especially the government houses. You know, like you go to Clayton, like, man, I don't get it.
Nice S13 Sylvia.
Oh yeah, there's a few Sylvias parked here all the time. There's one there.
I like that with the white wheels. Looks good.
Yeah. Look at the cars here, man. This is the back end of Noble. The average income is $30,000 a year. You just pass 3 modified Japanese cars with about $3,000 worth of wheels on them.
New turbos on all. Priorities.
Oh man, I love it. Fuck, I love this area, man. It makes me laugh. Look at this shit.
Oh, it's Stato, nice.
Yeah, every time I pass that car, I think it's yours, man. Every time.
You're like, oh, Johnny. Oh,
Yeah, Johnny.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
That's like Johnny's
excited,
car.
like maybe we should call him. Oh man, I saw a car yesterday go from the halfway house and pull into this house here. It's literally 4 houses, like 4 properties.
Oh, look at this place.
Yeah, that place is fucked, man.
I saw there's a car with like
That's the halfway
5
house,
tyres
yeah?
in the back of the boot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that the place that had the gym equipment at the front?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what's fucked is that house that you said, oh, look at this place. When I first moved in, there was an LTD limo parked there.
Oh.
You know, like from the start of No Retreat, No Surrender? That thing was parked there when I first moved into this joint.
LTD.
Oh man, it looks filthy as. I'm telling you. I wanted it though. I'd love to own one.
That reminds me of my Tassie trip when I was 16. Driving around Tassie in an LTD, just drifting everywhere, camping and shit with like a bunch of local bogans.
How'd you meet these bogans?
The guy I went with, like, he comes from Tassie, and it's like all these leftover mates that were still living in Tassie, like.
Leftover, mate.
And all they're doing is just cruising around, drifting around like dirt roads in Tassie. That's what they're still doing.
Fuck, man.
Ford LTD.
How'd your parents let you go there when you were 16?
Oh, they were cool with it.
Really?
Yeah. I was on my learners as well, so I was like 4-wheel driving on my learners, like all around Tassie. Tassie's pretty cool actually, like just as a place to go for camping and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I still haven't been, man.
Went to Port Arthur where Martin Bryant did his thing.
Oh, yeah. That poor man needs all the help he can get. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I don't think I could go to anywhere when I was 16, man. As in, like, physically allowed to go anywhere. Fucking nugget. Oh, here we go. No.
Your Chobani.
Yeah.
Dim's on the Chobani.
Hey, man, this is the best shit.
I can't wait to eat these rolls. Oh my god. And I am going to be monitoring your face to see how you're dealing with the chili. Each bite I'll be watching.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Well, I'm the chili king. So, I don't know.
Wait, we'll get back to your car once you get your lucky. Look, we're going up and come back down. Yeah?
Yeah, whatever. Or if you can go up if you want, and I'll just go to my car and then come up.
Save it. Pause and save.
There's no point. It just hurts because knowing I can't just get the audio off yours. Do you know what I mean? If you can send it to the cloud and then I download it from there, yeah, then maybe. But AirDrop, dude. AirDrop's the only way.
So I have to download AirDrop from my phone as well?
Yeah, you download it from your phone for your phone, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just on my laptop.
Well, then you'd have to get it to your laptop. Or just email it from your laptop, man. How did you email those the images? You know, for what's it called? Hang on. Do we need anything else from you? Oh, your lighter's out there, dude. Or is that my lighter?
No, it's mine.
Okay. You know when you sent me the images for the YouTube videos?
Yeah, I was on my computer and I just went into Gmail.
Okay, so what you needed to... this is... anyway. What you need to do is literally piggyback. You got to send. Hang on. You have to send that video or the audio, whatever. iCloud it, and then from your laptop download it, and then email it to me directly.
Easy.
Yeah.
But what I'm worried about with iCloud is that it's not going to let me send the audio clip from voice memos into the cloud.
Why not?
Because just then when I set up iCloud, it came up with a list of things that are syncable and it didn't have the voice memos tab in there.
Okay. Well, there's got to be another way.
We'll figure it out.
There has to be. Like that. Look, there has to be. It's. Or you could just do the normal sane person thing and just get an handle it. Stop playing games.
So those 4 billion people aren't sane.
Oh, they're all idiots. They're all idiots.
What is with this thing that I'm standing on, by the way?
What? With what?
Like, why is this? Oh, does it go down a level?
Yeah, it's a. You can raise it so you can park another car underneath.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's the stacker, man. They're more and more common now. Ugh. Fuck, man, my car smells like yogurt now.
It smells like Chobani in here.
Chobani. Corporate sponsor Chobani. You know what I mean? Hey man, I'd love to be sponsored by Chobani. They've got the fucking best yogurts, man. It's all natural shit.
Oh, mention all the free yogurts we get.
Yeah, but you know what we'd be doing? Selling them.
Oh, yeah. $2 a pop down at Caribbean Market.
Caribbean Market? Just set up at the fucking car park around the corner.
It's like a hot day and they're just not even in a fridge and they get home and sort of curdle them.
Who's got money to set up a stall, man? Back in the car.
Yeah.
Back in the Jeep.
Car boot sale.
Throwing cartons of yogurt out.
And it's got on each packet, not for individual sale.
I used to see, where did I used to see that? Was it primary school? Like a school fete or something? There'd be, they'd have those chip packets, not for individual sale, like little parties.
Yeah.
Look at this dude, man.
Just high off his brain.
Yeah, I love how the guy in his passenger seat's like fucking smoking a joint. Fuck, man, it's this area. It's too much. But the funny thing is like, dude, like people come here and just see it like as a novelty. Do you know what I mean? Like you just saw a dude like come out of some guy's house, just high off his head.
And that's just like an everyday occurrence.
Yeah, for me, it's just like it's just Sunday Harpo, man. Slow day. It's only one of them, you know.
And those two junkies that rolled out before, with like the missus was like,
oh yeah, the back of the car, man. That is common.
She was falling asleep, and the back of the car was completely blacked out.
Yeah,
with like a
and just like clothes and shit like that. Look at that dude. But it's like that's normal, man. Like that is absolutely normal here, and no one believes it. Like they think all this.
I think you're just putting it on, or like
yeah, like all the statuses I used to put on Facey or like send a random tweet up or something. You know, everyone used to think it was just me talking shit. Man, this is how it actually is.
I was actually lying in bed last night thinking about our conversation when you were like asking me about the gully and that, and how all the shit you saw at your school, like
yeah,
you know, the first day you started, the guy was throwing a chair at the fan, and there was always cunts from other schools coming in.
Yeah,
and I was just thinking about the gully and how tame it is compared to like.
Why do you reckon that is?
I don't know, but nowhere near as like full on as like
maybe because everyone was on crack,
weed more. I think more.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, weed.
But yeah, no, I was just like I was full just lying there thinking about like my school days.
Yeah,
and it really wasn't like that full on at all. Like,
look, you know what? In all honesty, man, like
it was just like I think about the hard kids, like the hard kids of the school, and I think about now they were fucking dorks,
like dweebs.
Like dweebs, dude. Like, they just somehow established themselves as the hard nut of the school, but...
They were just wankers.
They were just wankers, like...
Yeah, but do you know what that's like, man? I remember I had an ex, like one of my first school girlfriends.
and she went to Caulfield Grammar.
Oh, yeah, my cousin went to Caulfield Grammar.
Which one? The one up in the north?
Wheelers Hill campus.
Yeah, there's Wheelers Hill campus and there's Caulfield campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went to Caulfield. And I'd see the hard nuts from, like, you know, from her, like, you know, like her school, like the hard dudes. And to be honest, man, they just look like members. They look like fucking boy band members.
Yeah.
And they were all from, Caulfield down to Sandringham. And, like, these are the hard nuts, man. We had guys with, like, teardrop tats. You know what I mean? In comparison.
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
They act like they're all hardcore and shit, but then, just imagine, like, you and your mates rocking up and then, like, packing bricks, you know?
Yeah.
Look, all honesty, like, my school was fucked up, but the worst of it was sort of when I first got there, because there was the older, the guy, everyone that was, like, 4 or 5 years older than me, they were pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And
I think because, like, so culturally diverse as well, that would have made it worse.
Yeah, you
Whereas
always
the gully, it was kind of just like trashy white kids.
Yeah,
like,
you always had turf wars, man.
Yeah.
Always had turf wars.
Yeah.
And most of the brawls, man, initially, they were, they were all race-related, you know? Or at least, if it wasn't race-related, it was just, two Samoans trying to beat the fuck out of 2 Bosnians.
Yeah.
Or then, like, 2 Samoans versus 2 Samoans. Like, or the Wogs, like, someone would, like, lose their shit at their cousin, and then it'd just be an awful. It was just hilarious, man. But see, that's the thing. It was really bad when I first started, and then it sort of lulled. There was like a lull, and then they installed security cameras in the building when I was there for year 12. So my last year there, we were the reason why they installed security cameras, basically.
Final straw.
Yeah, it was just because there was all this petty vandalism. People were just, like, walking through plaster sheets in walls. It was pretty funny. Like, they were policing the living shit out of it. But they were so overzealous with it. Like, the camera system was set up in the principal's office. Like, because he had nothing else to do during the day but just monitor, like, cameras. But they were really overzealous where they tried to pin someone wagging or something, and they called her up. And the girl, like, in the video had, like, different hair colour and, like, had different bag. And do you know what I mean? She's like, that's not me, I was in class. Do you know what I mean?
That's not me, that girl has a shaved head.
She has a peg leg. She has a hook for a hand.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
She's carrying a 3-year-old. It's not me. That is not like, this principal is sitting there fiddling with himself, just scanning the cameras.
Yeah.
Like, don't you have a school to run, man? Don't you have anything better to do?
Just raging boner under the desk and just watching those cameras like a hawk.
I associate the word raging boner, like, with you.
Yeah, with me, yeah.
It's just scary, man. Just raging.
I've always said that, haven't I?
It's a raging boner.
Going back to our Caulfield Grammar, though, because the reason I went to Wheelers Hill campus was to do, like, this cricket camp thing.
You were in cricket camp?
Yeah.
See, that's another part of the mystery gets, like, unraveled. Because I didn't know you in high school, so I've got no idea what you were like. See, like, most of my mates, as in from the areas, I either knew them from school or, like, something, But you're from the other side of the fence, so I can't picture you, like, and that's the thing, I'm seeing you now, and all I see is, like, I swear to God, man, my funniest, like, forget raging boner, the one thing I keep, like, thinking of, like, if someone had to say your name, I seriously would picture you. Remember when I asked you if you and your missus are doing those prenatal care classes when she first fell pregnant?
Yes.
And I go, man, I can just see you at one of those women's groups, one of those women nights, and you're like, hoodie, yeah, hands in pockets, and you're just standing there.
Bags under my eyes. Just stoned.
Just standing, sort of adrift from everyone else. Oh, Jonathan, is it? Would you like to, participate in the thing? You're just standing there. You look like you're 17. All these women, like, around you doing the yoga poses. You're just standing there.
They look up and just catch me staring at one of their asses or something.
That's what I always associate with you.
No, you got me all wrong, dude. I'm like really hands-on with that shit. I'm in there fucking showing.
Yeah, no, well, see, I know that now. But it was just when it happened.
No, I'm kidding. I wasn't like that then, but I am more now. But
it's still funny, though.
But yeah.
That's why you say shit like cricket camp. I can't actually picture you playing cricket. Oh my God! Is that a rant?
Yeah,
on the
Rance, yeah. Alex Rance.
Alex Rance!
On the back of the bus.
Nick had spotted him when I first moved to my area, went to Wavos, and we were walking through Wavos and went past Lowe's. He just goes, "Is that Alex Rance?" I go, "Who?" "It's Alex Rance, plays for Richmond." And then we looked it up, and it was.
Yeah, because remember when you asked me that? I'm like, yeah, dude, I know the picture.
And he disappeared from those posters, and now he's on the back of buses.
That's not a small advertisement either. That's the whole back of the bus is Alex Rance's body.
Alex Rance for Lowe's?
Imagine being on the back of a bus as sponsoring, like, being the face for Lowe's.
Yeah.
I'd feel like the biggest loser.
Well, he gets paid. What do you reckon they paid him?
Lots.
But you know what, man, dude, he's an AFL star. I find it hard to believe he shops at Lowe's.
Yeah, I know.
I seriously find it...
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's just... That's what I mean. He's just selling himself.
That is... Oh, man.
All casual and shit.
Yeah, just cool.
The jeans on, no shoes. Like
Yeah, Alex Rance. You're all casual and cool because you shop at Lowe's. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You weren't casual when you were fucking elbowing Sherman over in the back of the head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fucked. Shermanator.
Yeah, and what I was saying about Caulfield Grammar is because obviously I was at Fairhills, shitty public school, and then going to Caulfield Grammar for the cricket camp, I was just looking around in amazement at all their facilities and shit. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, like completely different environment to my school.
Yeah, man.
Like, I remember going into the media room because they show us like playback the video of you bowling and shit.
the propaganda reels.
Like,
you walk in there and it's like set up like a World War II internment centre.
But like they have like
do what we do, say what we say, do as we say.
They had like a performing arts hall, and it's like a fucking like a proper hall, man, like with those stage and like the tier seating, 3-tier seating that goes up.
Yeah.
Compare that to my school, it was a fucking basketball court in a shed.
Yeah, that's mad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, we used to cop it as well, man. We'd go to other schools for inter-school sports and just stare at these teams. You know what it came down to? The uniforms. We'd go to like other schools to play sport. They'd have like matching boots, matching shirts,
yeah.
numbers and names like on the back. We'd rock up, we'd be wearing what we were wearing a year ago. You know, just whatever we could scrap together. Everyone's got like random Adidas or Puma or Nike fucking trackies on.
Nike or Puma? You mean like Lynx?
Nah. Dude, you're talking about a school that had every third kid was Greek.
Oh, they one of the brands. One of the brands.
It was Adidas, man. 3-stripe.
Well, no Slazenger there.
Nah. It's Slazenger.
No Kmart Slazenger shoes.
Slazenger. Dude, Slazenger, I'll be honest.
Slazenger. Worst name ever.
When I went to Indonesia, we went into like a pool hall in one of these shopping centres, and they wouldn't let me in because I was wearing leather thongs. They were from fucking Aquila, man. They were worth like $100-something, but they were thongs. Like, oh, you need to be wearing shoes again. But the girls are fucking wearing thongs.
Yeah,
like,
no shit.
Yeah.
Girls, it's fine for girls, but...
And I cracked it. So I said, oh, fuck this. I'm not getting beat by you cunts. So I sent the team out, basically. I was with, like, a couple girls. We all just split up and said, all right, everyone find some shoes. Because it's Indonesia, man. I got, like, a big foot. They've all got, like, little petite feet. Mm-hmm. We were searching for, hang on a second. We were searching for shoes, and in the end we found Slazengers worth like $6.
Slazenger.
Slazenger.
So you had to wear Slazengers in there?
Yeah, man. I came back holding the shopping bag and all, man. Like, you're not beating me. Hang on a second. Where the hell's his phone? I've been holding this phone. Oh, here it is. Alright. You want to see something cool?
Yes.
I'm going to show you this shit.
Zip.
No, watch this. This is the efficiency of Android. No fucking about. Watch this. Okay, I don't know why this paused, but...
I'm sure if my iPhone was up to date, we wouldn't be having these issues.
No, you still have them.
The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy. Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
You know, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
Right.
You should shut up. That's what they say. Yeah,
Please explain.
there you go.
Sound check on Bobby, just to. I don't want you to
What do you want
have
from
a
me,
go.
man?
I don't want you to have a go again halfway through.
What's going on? What's with the secrecy? What's going on?
The secrecy.
Are you fine, man?
Is that to your likings?
No, it's not.
Mr. Dimitri.
I don't like your face.
Oh, you haven't seen Grandma's Boy, have you? Damn.
Nah. Who's in that? That's
This is one scene. This guy's like, I hate your face.
No, I haven't
You would
seen it.
love that movie.
Why's that?
It's just a fucking brilliant movie.
Oh yeah, the Eon.
Mate,
Man,
best chocolate in the world, man.
I love the green.
I do. It fucking blocks us onto your head.
you know what's sad, man? I've got like a really. Oh, wait a sec. What's that?
Are you Superman now?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, man.
You're Superman now, huh?
Yeah, I thought about
Out of
it.
the Flash.
I thought about it. I am fast, but I'm also super strong. Very good looking.
Man,
Superman.
very good looking. Clark Kent's just debonair, you know?
Yeah, and even when I wet my hair, I get that curl coming down on my forehead.
Do you, what's his name?
Just a
Dean Cain. Do you remember Dean Cain?
It's a random curl flop. Yeah, Dean Cain from Lois and Clark.
All I remember...
And then he went on to do Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, yeah!
What happened to that cunt?
Yeah.
Ripley's. That was his last gig.
Nah,
Back in
do you know what his-
2006.
Yeah.
Do you know what his last gig was? He was on an episode of Entourage. Did you watch Entourage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Drama is like auditioning for something, and he's like already, you know, he gets his anxiety, or whatever. He's already nervous, and then the actor before him or after him was Dean Cain. He's like, "Oh, hey Johnny, yeah, how are you? Like, oh yeah, cool. Do your thing. Good luck." And then Drama's face just turns white, and he's like, "Fucking Superman." You know what I mean? Like, man, Eon chocolate. I have like one of the nicest memories attached to it, and one of the shittest memories attached to it as well, man.
Please.
Nah, I'm good for now.
I'm going to take my first taste.
Yeah, dude. Oh, great chocolate, man. Great fucking chocolate.
I'll be the judge
It's
of that.
okay. Fuck.
I'll let you know if it's great or not.
You
You can't change my mind regardless.
You think you know? Yeah, man. I fucking know.
Hey, if I say it's not that good,
Taste of grease.
all right.
Taste of grease.
First piece of Eon is going into my lips.
Oh my god.
Hazelnut Eon.
That is so seedy, bro.
Some Greek in here.
That is actually good.
Yeah,
I like how the hazelnuts is like in their...
They're proper hazelnuts.
They're full form.
Yeah.
yeah,
No fucking about, man.
yeah. Nah. There's actually a lot of flavors, man. A lot of different types of Eon, and the packaging hasn't changed in over like 60 years. You know, like it's the classic one is just like the plain chocolate. It's like this bright red.
Yeah. Milk.
Really like
Milk
just-
chocolate.
yeah, it stands out. They used to use it in movies in the 50s and 60s. I remember when they first introduced Eon here, like when they started selling it at delis, my mum jumped all over it. She's like, oh, you know, chocolate from Greece, la la la. So I had it. It was great. And I remember the first time I travelled to Southeast Asia, like on my own, my mum put like a block of it in like my bag. So like got on a plane. I'm like, hey, like Eon, you know? And I had it with me. When I got to Greece for the first time on my own, it was Christmas 2009, and they just released a limited edition caramel. And my auntie was like, yeah, trust me, get on it. It's the best. And I was losing. I was fucking buying it by the kilo, right? No, by the fucking kilo. Jonesing for like Eon. Man, I remember when I used to work like before where I am now with you. I used to get given a lot of shit because every lunchtime I'd come in and I'd usually have like a lunch. Like I'd actually make a sandwich or have like leftovers, whatever my mum had given me, right? So I actually had lunch, and they would give me shit every single day. Everyone in the smoker room, all the Aussies, like not the backpackers, but all the just regulars.
All the
And they'd be
bogans.
like, yeah. And they'd be like, oh, what do you got? Like goat soup or like goat head fucking stew. Like just shit like that. And like at the start I took it, right? But I was younger then. I was like in my early 20s, you know? And I just kept copping it and I cracked it in the end. I'm like, fuck this, man. I'm going to listen to this shit. Like, what am I eating? I'm eating lasagna. What am I eating? Like, leftover steak. Like, get over it.
Rabbit food.
And then one day I came in and I had a pack of Eon. And I've just like opened it. And this fucking cunt sitting next to me.
Wanted some.
He's like, oh, what do you got there? I go, it's chocolate, man. Oh, can I have some? Yeah, any good? Yeah, they're giving us a snag. I said, sorry, mate. Go Greek only chocolate. Oh, is it like that? He said, yeah, it is like that. You know? Like, it's got traces of goat in it. You know?
Goat DNA.
Yeah, you can go down with that. And he didn't like it. He made a face. And then he sort of got over it because he realised they had a fucking point. Well, actually, it's the same cunt. Actually, I just realised something as well. Elections were on around that era, and it was always going on about migrants, and they were always going on. That's when John Sawyer was in power. Not in power, he was the mayor.
John So.
And I took a photo out of the paper, I laminated it, and I wrote, "In So We Trust," and I put it up in the smoker room, and like everyone cracked it. Right? Well, how can it was just like, how can the fucking mayor of this fucking city not even be able to speak English? I'm like, I think that's like a really big statement of just how multicultural this fucking city is. The fact that our mayor clearly isn't born here, you know? Whatever, right? And they used to call me like the Wog. Like my name was Wog for half of them. Hey, Wog. Like that was, I swear to God. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, man. And this isn't like 30 years ago. This is 2008, 2007, 2009. I left that joint at the end of 2009, yeah? And then the elections came up, and I asked one of the guys, I go, guys, who you going to vote for, man? Oh, they don't let me vote. I'm like, what do you mean? Would you kill someone? Yeah. What do you mean they don't let you vote? They won't let me vote. And this just stopped and went, wait a second. Are you from overseas? Yeah. I'm like,
Hang on.
you're not a from where? Like England or something. So you're not even you're not a citizen of this country. Is that what you're telling me? And you just went quiet? Okay, and you've got the balls to call me a fucking Wog every single day that I come in here? No, I never heard it ever again. That was the end of it.
You're still jonesing for that chocolate, though.
Yeah!
He's sitting there going, what
Bad.
chocolate?
Bad.
Wonder what it was like.
And the other cunt that used to call me a Wog, he was Polish. He had a Polish name.
Jeez.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you cunts?
Berkowitz.
Dude, do I come across as like a fucking Wog? Like do you know what I mean?
Johnny's more of a wog than you.
Yeah, man, he makes spinach crepes, man.
I know.
He makes spinach crepes. I've never made it.
Someone tells me go make a spinach.
Where you going, man? I'll give you my mum's number, but you can go see her if you want. But...
Chef Bobby over here. Chef Bobby.
Chef Bobby. Black hoodie.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I should drink. Is there any more beers? Was that the last one?
It's the last one, but grab a glass and we'll share.
No. It's all right.
Sharing is caring, mate.
No. I'll get up and get.
Let's just swig out of the same bottle. I don't mind.
Like lovers entangled. Yeah. That's fine.
Have the rest of Nico's Maximus.
From last week.
That's red, man. I don't like red.
It's actually called red.
It's not even... Actually, I think I have blue one in my car.
What flavour you got there? Red.
Maximus, no frills, man.
Yeah.
You've got blue, you got green, you got red.
So what if you had to label that as a flavour, what would you say? What?
Red.
Red.
Yeah.
Red.
It doesn't really like just red.
Yeah, because the blue one doesn't taste like...
It's meant to be like blue heaven. You know,
but it's not.
No,
it's just blue.
And you can just taste it's blue.
Yeah.
But green is green, like it's lime, like it's... Yeah.
Nah, it's blue, red, whatever.
Maximus, mate, get involved.
Maximilian.
Let me give you the news of the day.
Oh,
that
please.
made me laugh. All right. I mean, this guy went and got some rolls from Springy earlier today.
And Dim actually...
Did you have a pork off?
No, because this pussy doesn't eat pork.
We didn't have a pork off, but he knows that the ones from my shop are better than his ones.
No, fuck off.
Wait a second. So, you're saying that your pork rolls at the shop are better than his pork rolls, but you don't eat pork?
Yeah, we had chicken rolls. Who has a Vietnamese chicken roll?
Never heard of it.
Exactly. That's what I said, man. That's exactly what I said.
That's odd because I've only ever known them to be chicken.
No, I disagree. I disagree greatly.
That's a big call,
Exactly,
Johnny.
Yeah, there. I said pork rolls and we got chicken. Great roll, like fucking
Oh, look,
great.
I'm not denying it's a great roll.
And
but-
hey, did I fucking flinch or cry from the chili?
Nah, I have to admit, his
Took it down like a fucking king.
do you like it pretty hot?
I like it hot, and I was expecting Jimmy to shed a tear or two, but he had it like a trooper, and
No. I'll give them their due.
Like a man. Like a man.
No, dude.
Dick took those chilies.
I'll give those sandwiches their due. Like
Yeah.
they were fucking hot.
Yeah, they're
like they
good.
were spicy, but they're good.
Good
They're
flavour,
tasty,
huh?
Tasty shit. Yeah. But
Chicken, huh?
that's the thing because I've never had a Vietnamese chicken roll ever.
But it's not just chicken; it's like marinated in this barbecue sort of style. So
No, it's
Okay, so that means
Vietnamese. It's
barbecue.
got all the coriander. It's got everything, but instead of pork, it's got chicken.
barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still good. Like it's still really good. We had two of them. Yeah.
Smashed them down.
But
I eat too easy.
he's bulk like a machine. He's
Arnie.
built like Dolph Lundgren. You know, just biceps.
Give me two.
Can you imagine Arnie in Springvale?
Give me
Just
two.
towering over the Vietnamese.
They'll be looking at him like he's some sort of like
They're
freak show.
filling up his sandwich and they're shaking like
No, I'll tell you
chili.
what.
What kind of question?
I'm just picturing his shoulders and his lats. Just
What do you mean? You take up half the bakery.
Just the doorway is just the silhouette of his
He's
body.
standing at the door. People are like, "Oh, I must be closed as the door's closed." It's Arnie just standing there.
And he's got like a couple bags of the prawn crackers, like all that little shit as well. No, dude, these are the big news. We started walking from the car park, and what were we talking about? We were saying
We started, when we first got into the car park. That's when you had the idea, I think.
no. You know what it was? You were telling me about your mate's
Oh, that's
your
right.
mate's. Oh man, tell him he'll flip. Wait till you hear this guy's reaction to because you heard me.
Yeah, because I asked Jimmy if he had sort of experienced anything similar. But I had this friend. I had a couple of friends, actually, same sort of thing. And they weren't like scummy families or whatever. Like, they were pretty well-to-do, like upper middle class sort of. And we'd go around to this guy's house, and there'd be a group of us, 4 or 5 or whatever. And his dad would come in just to say, how you going, guys, whatever. And the second his dad would walk in the room, and he would just be like, oh, okay, no worries, yep, sweet, and just walk out.
Dude, if we ever said anything like that, we wouldn't live.
That's pretty much what Dim said as
Dude.
well.
There is no way in hell we would ever be able to talk to our parents like that. Mm-hmm. Dude, if we... Man, if we...
See, getting choked up just for thought.
You know what came over me? The fear. Because if we told them to be quiet or even shut up, man, our face would be through a window.
That's exactly what I said to him.
Yeah,
man.
that's what Dim said.
I said.
Man.
I said that I couldn't up until like 16, man. I couldn't even tell my sister to shut up. Otherwise, I got the look like, what the fuck?
Dude, there is no way. Yeah. Oh, man. Nah, that's not on.
Yeah, how fucked up is that?
That's not on, man.
Oh.
Anyway, it was telling me that, and I died. Like I was pissed myself laughing as we were walking down the car park. I'm like, man, we need to be recording this. Like, fuck, we haven't tested our phones out, whatever. And as we're walking, I go, hey man, okay, there's an electronics shop just there. Okay, let's go see if we can buy the hands-free, the mic things. What was it called?
Zang's Electronics.
Zang's Electronics.
Shout out Zangs.
Yeah, dude, we walked past, and then there was that it was like what was it? Like a memorabilia.
Zang's Random Artifacts.
Dude, there's a joint selling like Buddhist statues and shit. Like maybe she gets something for the dojo. Went into Zang's and it was just like, man, the shop was seriously like the size of this fucking room, man. It was tiny.
Jam-packed full of shit.
It was just shit. There was nothing in there. Just
And tell me, what did you find?
No, I was gonna buy. Do you know what I wanted to buy? Like the Stanley knives, these cheap plastic Stanley knives. I thought, hey, for work. You can always find something in those stores, man. Like, you don't want anything, but you go in there and come back
You
with
always
like,
buy something.
You always get something.
you get the back scratcher, or you know that hand? That
clamp on the thing, the reacher thing, the reacher.
I think I grab one of those and play with it every time I go in one of those stores.
Dude, I went up to the guy, okay, buddy, okay, and this guy looked cracked out. Like, he was just sitting behind the bench, opium, yeah. He was sitting behind the bench watching TV. Like, hey, buddy, okay, have you got any hands-free sort of sets for phones? That like this? And he pulls out like just straight from.
But he reached down, didn't he? He just reached down and pulled it out.
Like, yeah, man, you got another one? Hey, how much? $5. You're done. Okay, give me one more. And then, like, I gave him the money. I gave him a 50. And he's walked off to get change and come back, and he was like singing or like laughing. He's like, hey! And he like slaps like the 220s in my hand. I left there feeling good, man. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we stood out the front for like 5 minutes and we were fumbling. Hooked it all up, walked, and we walked from there to like the bakery, and then like we were recording like the entire time. And then we sussed it out, and it worked.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was clear. It's
even with like the shitty, like $2 shop fucking headset, it worked, man.
We had cars beeping, fucking people walking, noises of the street.
And we recorded that, and then all the way back to the car, and then got in the car, and then drove back to my joint, and then we recorded from my joint to here as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but the funny part is, we spent 40, 50 minutes.
Oh no! Here comes the Apple bashing.
This is fucking redemption for all the Apple shit that I've had to hear so far. We're 8 episodes in, all right? And I've been working with him for 6 years, so I've had to hear it. It took us 40, 50 minutes to try and figure out how to get the audio from his phone onto like my computer or my phone or anything. Couldn't even like email it, couldn't upload it to the cloud. Dude, I was sitting there downloading cracked software trying to figure it out, man.
I still stand by the fact that it's because I have an old phone. But
unless you get that Apple tattoo, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
like,
man, I swear to God. Even now, like I said, well, we'll record it. We'll have to figure out how to get it off later, man.
That's pretty cool, though.
I sat there and I was running our last podcast from my phone to the TV unit. From the studio into the living room, and we're listening to the thing. I go, look at this. Look how quick I can do this, man. One button. And he's in there trying to get iCloud details, trying to email it. What did it say when it rejected the email?
Rejected.
Like, yeah.
What? Yeah, no, we finally figured it out. Like, it's like, okay, it's sending. It's actually working. And then it got to the end of it's like sending.
Like the spool thing,
It got to the end, and then it came up. The server has rejected your request to send this file. Like, just some random message that just makes no sense.
Apple, man. I go, I'm sorry. Like, it's...
You know what? Because you probably have to pay for something.
Yeah.
Nah.
Man, I literally plugged my phone in, just dragged it across, we were done, and I was editing, like, my audio while he's sitting there punching in keys.
Trying to sync. It's not working, Dim.
And then do you know what it was? It was like, it's the dead spot on my phone. Yeah, so I couldn't even scroll.
Oh, wait, that didn't help. I have a dead spot in my screen, and that makes life a lot harder. If that wasn't there, maybe we'd have it done by now.
In my house, I have an S2 and an S5. You can have either one, man. They're yours. I bet you the S2 would still do a better job, man, than whatever you've got. What is it? The
4S.
The 4?
That's what I mean, dude. If I was up to date, I probably wouldn't have all these issues.
Nah, man, I got the 6 and it's still shit.
Have you got an iPhone?
Yeah, man.
I always thought you were rocking a Samsung or something.
No.
Oh, where's all the hate towards Nicholas for his iPhone?
Yeah, but I didn't preach it.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's a phone. I don't give a fuck. Like, my next phone will be a Nokia.
Yeah.
I've never been fully into phones like Samsung versus Nokia or anything like that. Whereas, for me, if it dials and sends messages, I'm good.
But that's the thing, man. Like, people always used to hang shit on me, like, why I always had, like, phones, like, smartphones and cutting sort of edge shit. I go, yeah, but I'm in media producing, man. I go, at any given time, I need to send files, documents, audio, film, footage, like all types of shit. I used to be able to like upload it to my server, then send an email to someone, get them to download it from the server, like shit like that.
Yeah, for that shit, Samsung.
I didn't want to sit there like having to deal with the shit that we just dealt with today.
Too long on Apple.
Man,
you couldn't do it.
You could.
I mean, you got the awesome build quality and...
That's why you got dead spots. I've got the S2, which is at least 2-3 years older than that, and it still works fine.
I've only got a dead spot because I had the screen replaced by some dodgy guy at Caribbean Market who obviously didn't do the correct job.
No warranty. You know that voids your warranty as well, like to the actual... thing.
So if something's wrong, can I bring it back? No.
Guy's gone. It's his cousin running it the next week. Different billboard up on the thing.
Yeah, instead of phones, they sell like little pocket toys.
Dude, you know what this means? It means we can go mobile.
Yes, we can. We can actually drive to Lawn, Apollo Bay.
We can drive
to Adelaide and get a barnacle and get the buttery fish.
But that's what I'm thinking,
that delicious butterfish.
And I'm thinking we'd do it before you leave as well.
Oh, yeah.
We've got time.
Dude, Do it. Not
2
this
days.
Wednesday. We'll do it next Wednesday.
He's already written it off.
Start early. We're gonna leave early.
Yeah, man. We'll leave at like 6. We'll get there by 1 o'clock.
I might bring like
2 o'clock.
some sort of bucket device so I can piss in.
You're gonna have to.
No, it was the catheter. We're going to get a...
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know what you could do? If this,
you should bring it- oh.
if this podcast actually picks up, you know what you could do? Like start your own... Yeah, start your own catheter...
Fun Bobby's fun catheter.
Start your Bob's fun catheter, man. Made easy.
Bob.
Yeah.
Just for like people that.
Just for the every... Dude, can you see the ad? If
the
you're wearing,
everyday
if you're
man.
wearing like a Lowe's outfit... We saw Alex Rance on the back of a billboard, by
Oh,
the way.
God.
On the back of the bus. But if you're wearing like that really pristine
Yeah.
crease thing...
Cream colour.
Khaki.
Are you one of those men that takes a road trip and has an embarrassing situation? Well, now there's a solution.
You know what I mean?
No time to stop.
No time to stop. No time to think.
Just do.
Starchy Bob's fun catheter.
Fuck yeah.
For the everyday man.
Batman for the everyday, for the average.
And you
bloke.
see like pictures come up of tradies, politicians.
a guy in a board meeting with like a projector.
You see his face like squirming like I need a piss, and then 2 seconds later he's gonna smile on his face, and
Thumbs up.
He readjusts his suit.
yeah, and then like got an important meeting.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
mad. You have to endorse it, fully endorsed.
Yeah,
by
Starchy Bob.
Yeah, Starchy Bob, the fun catheter.
Boys,
What's that?
Mate.
Oh, more donuts.
get
Be
involved.
creams.
Yeah, but no, honestly, man, like we checked the audio, like just coming from
That's
here.
wicked.
No music on. Like, we just tested it out. Even with the shitty bullshit, it still was pretty clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a reality, man.
wicked.
Surprisingly clear.
Yeah. So it's a not even just a possibility; it's a must. Like now,
It's Adelaide now.
Yeah, Adelaide or bust.
Barnacle Bills, here we come.
Do you know what would be even funnier if we hitchhiked it? Could you imagine that?
Before I get married, end up dead in the middle of Adelaide.
We end up in Snowtown or something like that.
You know, some come put my head on a stake. You know,
Wasn't
that's
that-
the entrance of the house.
Hang on, wait. How far away was Snowtown from Adelaide? It was South Australia.
Let me find out.
Yeah.
I know, but I remember watching the movie with my mum at the
Yeah,
cinemas.
I watched the movie as well.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Did you actually read about the story, Snowtown?
Well, I watched the movie, but yeah.
I read about it, like obviously after the thing, I thought, I'll read into a
He
bit.
kept them in barrels right under the house, that was the one?
Yeah, like in another property, like further
Yeah,
up.
but it was in the barrels. He put the bodies in,
Yeah,
in the barrels. Yeah.
No, I read about it. They like standard, creative, what's it, creative freedom? Yeah, standard, like they combined a few characters, which they usually do in sort of movies like that. But the moral, the gist of it was still sort of the
It's
same.
an hour and 47 minutes to
From Adelaide. But that's like further north, yeah?
Yeah. Snowtown. I put Snowtown, love it. Snowtown murder straight away.
Yeah. Glazed. Go on.
I'll
This
have,
kind
I'll
of
have
11
an original
victims.
glaze.
One
please. Thank you.
strawberry as well if you want to kick into that.
Do you want the strawberry one?
Oh,
Which one's the strawberry one? Oh, with the...
With the pink icing.
the strawberry one would be the pink one over there, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, I'm partially colourblind, dickhead.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
no, I did not know that.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Johnny feels bad.
Yeah, just put you in your place. You've been, what's the word when you've been prejudiced? You know what I mean? No, dude, I'm partially colourblind. I actually failed an eye test earlier this year.
Oh,
No. I can't see,
just these in black and white.
down the line. Like that, no. I actually can't distinguish between certain blues and purples, reds, oranges, greens, like all that sort of shit. Fucking man, I actually took an eye test, proper eye test, government grade eye test, failed it like 4 times, 3 different methods, and the woman was like, "Well, you're colourblind," and I'm just sitting there like just deflated.
Well, sir, you're blind as a bat.
She says you're colourblind. I'm like, I just like, she must have seen the look on my face, but you already knew that anyway. I'm like, yeah, but it's sort of in writing now. Like, kind of hard to just take. It's like,
Are they the tests where you've got like a bunch of colours and then there's like a letter
Yeah.
with a slightly different colour? And you
Yeah,
go,
there was that. There was another one where there was like 10 discs and you got to line them all up from lightest shade to darkest
Yeah.
shade. Failed that like miserably.
Oh, wow. I
Put
didn't know.
yellow first, then black, and red.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Of course, there was a great guy among the murderers,
Oh, yeah.
the Snowtown murderers. That's some bad shit, man.
It's actually a really sad story, man.
So we'll be doing our next podcast from
Snowtown.
Well, we're going to be in Adelaide. We'll get
When in Rome.
Yeah, we'll get a takeaway pack from Barnacles.
That's right. Get stranded somewhere.
Grease all over the Jeep.
Done. Let's do it.
Do you imagine the door handles and the door trims being all oily?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's licking the door handle from the buttery fish. Just, oh yeah.
By the time we get back, it's just like a big fucking pool of grease. Everyone's just sliding around. The car's glistening.
Do you wax your car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, man. Now you're thinking about being colourblind and all. I'm just trying to find my sense of self-esteem, like somewhere again, right? Because people always ask me, "Have you always known?" Like, you know, whatever. Because people give me shit. It's like, "What are you blind?" Actually, I can't tell colours. Like, yeah, and then they feel bad. I know when I actually first realised, and me and Johnny D were playing like some PlayStation game when I was like 15, and he's pointing at the map, and he's like, "Dude, you're the fucking orange like dot." I'm like, "Where?" And he's like cracked it because it was always a problem. So he's turned the color saturation like all the way up, and he's like, "That thing."
Can you fucking see it?
Yeah, and I could just see like
A fade.
I could see something. Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, that." Yeah. He's like, "Fuck, man," because you really are colorblind. That's how I actually established it. Yeah, but the first incident, man, that I ever had still has scarred me to this day, and I actually hold a grudge against this bitch of a teacher, right? And this was like. Because I think about it like how I felt then, and then I think about if I ever want to feel sad, I just think of this one incident, man. I swear to God, right?
You just want to feel sad.
Why would you want to feel sad?
You have to cry on cue or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, I was in grade 1. All right, so put yourself in my like situation. You're already pretty like quiet. You're already pretty withdrawn. You're in grade 1, and the teacher says, "Color in this, this, and this. Color this in like dark blue." Right? I picked up blue.
Yeah.
You remember in primary school? I don't know if you had it, but you had different shades of blue. There was like a sky sort of blue. There was like a Greek flag blue. And there was a dark blue.
Navy, like.
Bro, Derwent's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derwent's.
We couldn't afford Derwent's.
Maybe
We get the Kmart pack.
I went to school around the corner, man. Do you know where you are? Yeah, dude. I picked up a blue and just started colouring this fucking thing in. Teachers come round and just... When I mean lost it like I took some fucking heirloom from her family and like shattered it.
The little wogs rebelling.
Dude, she lost her shit. I said blue. Does that look like blue? I'm sitting there like, what?
Like you're 6 years old.
I was in grade 1, man. So grade 1, 91, yeah. I would have been 6.
6, yeah.
6 years old. 6, 7, maybe 7, not even. 6.
Yeah, 6.
And she went off her fucking tree.
What a nutcase.
And like the kid next to me was like, "Yeah, that's blue. Like you've got this one." Man, I was brought to tears. I'm sitting there just staring at the paper. I swear to God, like I just wiped my ass with like the Declaration of Independence or something. Like, I'm telling you.
And you just handed it to her. You're like, yeah.
Dude, it was fucked. And then I think about like all the shitty teachers I've had where they showed like no sense of reasoning or like, do you know what I mean?
They didn't care.
No.
They didn't care.
Dude, how many teachers have you had where like they just had like an outburst?
Oh, man.
Like we're talking like violent outburst. Yeah. Like thrown shit, sworn, cracked the shits, left.
Man, we had a really bad one in primary school. I think his last name was McKenna.
Of course it was.
There's always a McKenna.
Yes, of course it was.
Just a fat, angry old man. Just a flip, man.
Flip.
Like, off the handle. They had to, like, call him into the office all the time because, look, man, you got to calm down.
Really?
Yeah, man.
How old do you reckon he was?
I don't know. When I was in primary, probably in his 40s. Like, late 40s, but he was one of those starchy old men for. He already started being, like, an old cunt. Just like life had beaten him down, you know, like he comes to school and takes it out on everyone else.
Yeah.
No one liked him. He used to sit by himself.
You went to South Oakley, yeah?
Yeah. I had no chance, man. I went to South Oakley Primary and South Oakley Secondary.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I'm finished.
Finished. 10 years on, you're still shaking in the corner, just like
Rubbing myself in the shower.
Man, we had a teacher. I can't remember who it was. I think it was probably the same mole. Someone spilled paint like on the floor. Yeah, like a dab of paint like from a tin. Flipped like beyond, just beyond anything normal, man. Like no rationale. Just lost.
I love how you're a kid and you're gonna make mess regardless. Like whatever.
Yeah.
What a dumb bitch.
Like it was an accident, but some paint spilt on the floor and
on your art smock.
I think it's pretty rare to find a teacher in the public school system that actually does care or wants to be there.
Goes above and beyond, like whatever it is.
It's very rare.
No shit, man.
Yeah.
Do teachers get paid pretty well, man?
And the longer you're there, it just keeps getting reimbursed.
They get wicked holidays as well.
They get holidays. They have to work. They have to work during holidays.
Yeah, the
doing
marking
prep,
and stuff.
right? Like from the teachers that I know personally, like they do have to go in and do prep work for the coming semester or the coming whatever. And at the same time, they're guaranteed holidays.
Yeah.
And their salary, man, like it's not that bad. And the longer you're there, like I said, it goes up.
Let me do some research.
Please do. Nah. But man, I just think about that. Like how many teachers I had that used to just lose their shit. And it's actually really bad now, man, because all the parents, like, you know how, we sort of agreed that parents are getting like lazier and shit. Like not really paying that much attention to the kids and all that. A lot of parents are just sort of sending kids to school thinking that teachers are just going to raise them.
Yeah, and they don't.
Nah, nothing.
I remember my grade 2 teacher used to have, like, her boyfriend used to come in. They used to make out and shit in front of the class.
What?
I remember that vividly, dude. Grade 2, Miss Decker.
Pen in the gully.
Miss Decker?
Yeah, it was in French Gully, yeah.
Miss Decker, I bet you look her up.
I bet she works at Spearmint.
Yeah, she was like that stripper type. Trashy, and she used to bring her boyfriend in, make out in front of the class, and yeah, she was horrible.
Kids, how are we?
How old was she? How old do you
She
reckon?
was like a younger teacher, probably like mid-20s, but just a bitch.
Man, you know what's funny you say that, man? Because I know someone who's a teacher, right? Like through a friend, okay? And this bitch is like personal side, like just because I knew her personally, I'd see her every so often. I tell myself, this bitch is teaching someone's kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, are you joking? She's so fucking like one-dimensional and just like nuts. How can people like that get teaching degrees?
But the future, they're teaching the kids.
They're teaching the next generation.
No wonder the generation's all fucked
It's so
up.
unbalanced. Like you have got no sense of like logic, no sense of reason, no sense of anything. Here we go.
The average primary school teacher salary is $56,403 per year.
56,000.
So what's that? That's like...
The average pay for a high school teacher is $61,819.47.
That's not bad.
So you're getting like $1,000 a week.
Yeah. Just under $1,000.
Yeah, it's not too bad, man.
Plus like 6 days to
But
go.
high school, you got to put up with some little cunts.
Yeah, I'd rather do primary school if I was going to teach.
Yeah, but you know
I'd
what?
sacrifice that $5,000.
Primary school's pretty fucked up though as well, man. Like think about kids with disabilities, think about kids that need help, and little bastard kids that come from like
And you want to hit them, but you can't.
yeah, not from broken homes, but just kids with no discipline whatsoever. Like, man, that's the thing. You don't have to be from a broken home in order to
be a little
undisciplined.
bastard.
Yeah,
No.
you could come from a middle class, like
A lot of kids are spoiled.
yeah,
Just little
kids just
cunt.
entitled.
Yeah.
Entitled. That's actually, man, like the generation. Man, every generation is more and more entitled. We said this. Didn't we talk about this? We
Titled to a beating.
yeah, I think we touched on this like a little while ago, like a month ago or something.
Entitlement, yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about primary schools and reports and all that sort of shit. Yeah.
Little bastards are entitled to a beating.
Man, I
I'm
swear to
telling
God. Dude, I'm not even joking, man. I think about horrific, scarring moments through, like, my childhood, and that fucking mole with the pencil, like, that sits somewhere near the top as far as, like...
But to yell at a like
Could have
a young
been
kid
a
like
racial thing as well.
Yeah, she was
Like, our school was pretty bad, like racist.
She was white cheese,
Yeah.
Dude, she was starchy, man. She was starchy.
She's the one that would sit at home with her 2 cats and drink wine.
And you know what's funny, man? Like, I went back to my primary school. The last time I went was a couple years ago, probably 4 years ago now, 4.5. Like, I cruised past and said hi to, like...
20 past 3, just loitering. just
hanging around the toilets, the breezeway.
went to the drinks.
No.
What's that drinks bay? When you go to the... Anyway.
like the drinking fountain.
The drinking fountain, yeah.
No. I went in, like, I got invited in, like, they said come in at, like, 10:30 or whatever. That's when everyone's on smoko. So I went in and just saw half a dozen of my old teachers, and she was there. And she was the one that spoke to me the least. She basically just acknowledged my presence and then just disappeared from the staff
Kicked her
room.
teeth in.
I thought you serious? She taught me for 2 years as well. So it wasn't like she had me for one. She had me, like, when I was in grade 1 and then, like, later on, you know. And she ignored me. Like, I walked in, and everyone else was like, oh, my God, yeah, how's your sister, la, 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 how are your parents? She just sort of looked at me, nodded, and fucked off. I thought, really, man?
It's amazing how much of like a big part of your life they actually are, teachers. Like,
Absolutely,
you're with them
yeah,
every
man.
day. Like,
Because if you have good rapport, dude, I've got rapport with my ex-teachers now, man. If I see them out or whatever, you get along like a house. I'm like, yeah, because they watched you grow up.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And shit that they, like, man, imagine if we ran into Zabinos, man.
Man.
I'd buy the guy a beer and a lap dance, like I'm telling you.
Mate, I love that guy.
Yeah, he was the best. And to this day, he's one dude, you know, after we went to...
We went to his house.
We went to his house. We got the idea, like, it was a random, like, Friday afternoon.
We had the CD.
Yeah, we're sitting there listening to, like, the recording we did when we were, like, how old were we? 14 or 15 or
15.
something?
We went to Cool Schools, man.
Yeah, Cool Schools.
Festival Hall.
Yeah.
We recorded a CD. We were big time.
And the contracts, it just kept...
Neon
falling
Genesis,
in.
baby.
Bad, right? We got the idea, like, we're reading it, like, whatever happened to this music teacher we had? Like, I don't know. I think he lives somewhere in Bentley. Let's go find him. We literally took to the streets, like 2 cars, driving up and down. Like,
We found him.
We found his house. Because I knocked on the door.
You just came.
We found his car sitting at the front of the house.
no
I'm like,
shit.
oh my God.
Like, hello?
This was 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
2 years
remember I
after we
just
finished.
Yeah, because I just got in my car. Yeah, and Hux was driving that
Little,
was it 180 or something.
He had the
200. It was
I
like a
think it was the
200 SX or 180 or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
the black one.
Yeah, and like we just got to the door. I've got like a shaved head at that point. You know, just he opens the door like terrified, like hiding behind.
There's like 4 guys down there. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, mate. How are you? Sorry. Like, you know, are you serious? You don't recognise who I am? And then like eventually, like he sort of stuck. He got the balls to stick his head around the corner
goes,
and saw all of us. Like, come on, man. South Africa's like, oh fuck.
Because he got kicked out.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why?
Told him to leave. Because he was too lenient.
That's why.
Yeah, man. Well, he pulled us out of class all the time. It was just to go to the music room so we could play.
No, do you know what he was doing, man? He knew that we would wag.
Regardless.
He knew that we would wag. Like, they put me in metalwork, man. Man.
With Dowsey.
Blacksmith Jimmy.
Listening to Manowar.
Giant big gloves.
Warriors of the world.
Black apron.
He's got grief on his face. Like,
Blacksmith.
that'd be a cool. What do you do? I'm a blacksmith, man.
Yeah, that's a trade that's dying out, man.
Mate, let me have a look.
Do they still have blacksmith?
Guaranteed. Gotta have something.
No, that because
Maybe in Bendigo and Ballarat.
Do you know what occupation I heard about the other day and I started laughing? Cobbler.
Oh, like fixing shoes.
Yeah, I was with Alex. I was with Ruthie. We were at Chatty, and he's like, "Okay, what else do you need to do?" Because like I bought a top or something, bought a pair of jeans. It's like I need to find shoelaces. I'm like, shoelaces? Yeah, where do you go for shoelaces? I go, I don't know, Big W, Kmart. No, I went. They didn't have it. I went to the cobbler.
And he actually used the word cobbler.
He used the word cobbler.
That's mad.
Is that a dying trade?
Yeah. No, but it says here, shape, joined metal such as steel, iron, copper, bronze. So, no, they're still...
It'd be all with machines these days. It wouldn't be like the big burly dude bashing molten lava into shape.
Wearing boots and an apron.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, cobbler. The only reason I know what cobbler means is because I watched that Adam Sandler movie, The Cobbler, where he's like the shoemaker.
That's a movie?
I didn't know he had
When
one
did
of
this
those.
come out, man?
It's like his second newest movie, The Cobbler.
It's like... No.
Please look that up,
I
because
will.
now I'm morbidly curious.
The
Yeah,
cobbler.
it's got like Red Man in it and shit.
Why is Redman in a movie with Adam Sandler?
Speaking of failures, hey, you ever been of Dean Cain before? And his last movie was in 2015 called The Dog That Saved Summer. How low can your career go? Honestly.
I didn't even hear about that.
How low can you go?
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Dean Cain.
The Dog Who Saved Summer.
Hang on. Did Dean Cain actually do anything other than Lois and Clark?
Yeah, he's done heaps of stuff.
I think he
He's
might
done
have
heaps of
made a
stuff.
cameo in the new Supergirl series as well.
Did he?
As Superman?
As Supergirl.
Nah, 'cause
Wait, no, he was Jeremiah Danvers. 1 episode, 3 episodes.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's pretty shit. You've played Superman in one
He
series.
plays a
now.
lot of those, you know, those like midday movies on Channel 7.
I was going to say, he looks like the type of guy that'd be like
like
yeah.
Merry Xmas.
some
Oh, the Dog Who Saved Easter. And he's got the Dog Who Saved Summer as well. What a malaka. The Dog Who Saved the Holidays. What is wrong with this guy?
Do you remember when he was like the biggest name on TV? Like Terry Hatcher and like between him and Terry Hatcher. Even Terry Hatcher wasn't as big as Dean.
Yeah, what
Cain.
happened to Terry Hatcher, man? She was a bit of a dunno.
Terry Hatcher she was on
Desperate Housewives.
Desperate Housewives.
Did she do anything after that?
That'd be the last thing she's seen, I'd say.
A former NFL cheerleader, huh?
Who? Terry Hatcher?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it says here 2012 is when the Housewives show finished up.
Is that the last thing she did?
51.
Terry Hatcher is 51?
Yeah, man.
Still a smoke show.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Fuck, we're getting old.
She's divorced twice. Very boys.
Dude, 51.
Yeah.
I get depressed every time I pull up, like, some favourite celebrity, you know, from when I was a kid or something, or a band or something.
Yeah, they're just an old fucking
It's
hang.
like, how old are you? I'm 67 now. What? That's fucked.
The Odd Couple. 2016.
Oh, yeah, that was that Matthew Perry show.
Oh, there you go. She was on it for 5 episodes. Season 2 for 5 episodes.
Is that show still going? It would have been cancelled. For
She's
sure.
made a movie.
That was terrible. It was a terrible show.
Yeah, dude.
I like Matthew Perry, like, but that show just wasn't. It was a remake of, like, The Odd Couple. Like, nah.
Yeah, no. She hasn't done nothing.
Dean Cain did The Dog Who Saved Summer.
The last relevant. And it went direct to video.
We go home and download it.
Yeah, why not?
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd be
Eat some
curious
cheese
to see
pie.
that. I'd be curious to watch that movie. What are you doing?
Can you grab that piece, man?
Hang on.
I love how he
Did you take a bite out of it?
I love how he nibbles it.
Wait, I didn't bite this one. Bullshit. It's nice to me when Nick broke it off.
Eyes.
That looks like a tooth mark, man.
Like a rat bite.
I don't remember biting this piece of chocolate.
Are you joking?
Oh, well.
It's
all good, brother.
I'm saying, like, what do you do? Like, can I ask why? Why is it that, like, don't say you're savouring or like whatever. Like, man, honestly, I would have destroyed that whole
Oh,
block.
forget it. It's only because I'm here with you guys.
My missus always gives me shit for eating slowly as well.
I've got another one at home. I bought 2 blocks.
Except those Vietnamese rolls, I fucking scoffed
Yeah,
those
no,
down.
I'll tell you what, you went on par with that. I
was
finished
hungry.
mine, you were done about 4 or 5 minutes later. Yeah. No,
Generally speaking, though, I like to chew my food, digest
Yeah.
it properly.
Man, I remember when I worked in Sydney for 2 weeks during the World Youth Day, when the Pope came down. It was when Benny was in power. Yeah. In power. He's the leader of the Catholic Church. Is in power.
Good old
You know?
Benny.
Yeah, he looked like what was his name from Star Wars? The the old dude with the cloak. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I went to when World Youth Day came to Sydney. The company I worked for, we got the contract for the temporary flooring. It's to date the biggest. It's got the record for the most grass covered. Like in
Yeah, but
one
that
hit.
event was fucking huge.
World Youth Day. There's how many like pilgrims, man? If you
Tim
look
was
it
there
up.
for like literally 2 weeks.
I was there for 2 weeks. Some of the boys were there for like 2 months in
Wow.
Sydney. We were carting flooring up there and then covered all of Randwick Racecourse, man. Like Egyptians laying down
Dude,
stone.
look
man.
it up. It was huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
I fell apart, like my back, my legs, like I was fucked. That job actually cracked a lot of guys. One guy cracked to the point where he was smoking a lot of cones, like bad. Because you had no downtime. You basically worked from 5 in the morning, so you're up from about 3:34. You worked from like 5 to 6:30. We were living on the cross.
Had dinner.
You come home, you shower, you go to the cross, you eat your meal, then you're just on the strip, so you just get smashed or whatever else you're doing. Go home.
Get a couple of hours sleep.
You might get some sleep. Like the amount of nights that a lot of the boys just didn't sleep. I tried to sleep every night. Some nights were rough, but I tried to sleep.
Boys would have gone the crack.
And then, like you're driving back to the course in the morning and you're seeing the same hookers and stuff and junkies on the street that were there. Like,
Oh, there's Cheryl.
yeah, that's it.
Hey, Shazza.
I'm not even joking.
That sounds like slave labour.
Yeah, it was. Man, do you know what my funniest memory from that trip is, or one of them, right? The first day when we started the actual, because we were there, when I got there, we had a couple days left, I think, of sort of setting up, like just setting up the course. Are you serious?
Just fucking savory. Just eat the
Put it in your mouth and finish it.
I like little bits.
He's a gentle eater.
Yeah, bad, man. Just a soft lover, you know.
Soft lover. He's a gentle lover. He looks after your needs before his own.
Very considerate.
Don't bite my chocolate.
Very, very considerate. Just
Mate, I'd grab that whole fucking block.
like it's an apple.
Yeah. Like I do with Brie.
Like an apple.
Yeah. I just grab it and just eat it.
Man, actually, you know what, that Randwick job, man, there's a few funny things. I remember when the first day of actual work of laying flooring down, shit just hit the fan because no one knew what to expect. So we were all trying to manage like hundreds of casuals, you know, hundreds. Each guy had like a couple dozen of workers underneath him. So like shit's just in the fan, everyone's going nuts. and our hours for our smoko and lunches weren't really staggered properly. So we ended up doing like 4.5 hours with no break. Just because, like, we hadn't figured it out that first day of work sort of thing. And at one point, I remember looking at one of the boys, and I'm like, man, I'm fucking starving, man. He's like, yeah, me too. What do we do? Like, we were getting watched like there was a gun line, you know? Man.
No talking, boy.
I'm telling you, it was like that, man. I'm like, fuck, what do we do? Okay, man, I think, because we didn't have anything planned either, because they were providing lunch. Like, I think there might be some stuff left in that smoko tent. Okay, sure, we can make a run for it. Yeah. All right, cover me. Dude, my mate literally had to busy, one of the boys had to busy one of like our other dudes that we're working under, right? I ran and hid behind like bales of flooring, vehicles, portaloos. Yeah, I was like waiting like for the sentry. Like I'm talking for like lieutenants to sort of just keep walking. You know, like in
a video game. When
you just wait for them to turn their back and then just start walking, light a smoke. I did that all the way to the smoko like tent. It was like the barracks of an army. I've run in, there's just bags and shit everywhere. I'm just like searching like in a panic, like, what do I grab? I've only got like 20 seconds to find, like, I've just ransacked the bag, just grabbed some shit out of it. I got 2 apples. 2 apples?
All that for 2 apples?
That's all I found.
Shit returned.
Dude, that's all it was, because they were locking the food up.
What?
Yeah.
What are you working in a concentration camp?
I swear, man.
Were you working in Auschwitz?
Yeah, man.
Auschwitz. You got 2 apples. It's like you're jumping for joy.
I ran. I felt like Aladdin, man. I ran back to my mate, like we were working. He's like, "What'd you get?" I got 2 apples. We hid, like we sort of crouched down on it because we were on our hands and knees, like pushing flooring in, like plastic flooring. We crouched down and quickly just scoffed these apples down like in 4 bites.
What the fuck?
And at the end of it, we're like, man, that's the best apple I've ever had in my life. Even now, if I message him, man, I haven't spoken to him in ages, but I guarantee if I call him, hey, bro, remember those random apples? He would die. He would absolutely die.
So were they paying you all right?
No.
No.
not for the work we were doing. Like, I remember, because I was there for 2 weeks. I got living away. I got, whatever overtime we did. But at the same time, man, we were just in the sun like Egyptians, man. And then it'd start bucketing down rain. It was just so fucked, man.
Sounds nasty.
That trip seriously broke a couple guys, man. One guy did his nut while he was there.
Just lost it.
Yeah, he lost it. he lost his absolute shit. He had smoked too many cones and had psychoses and stuff. And they sent him home.
Weak.
Yeah. They sent him home.
Weak.
He must have had, dude, he had a run-in with some heads on, like, King's Cross, in King's Cross.
Maybe the Pope touched him.
Actually, yeah, that's another story, man. The fucking Pope. Dude, do you know, man?
That guy does look fucking evil, man.
Hang on, it's not the current Pope, it was the Benny.
Yeah, the previous one.
Yeah.
Benny.
Do you want to hear an interesting fucking fact,
the reptile
man?
king.
Here's a fun fact.
Here's a fun fucking fact, man. Because, like, we were there for the setup, so we laid all the flooring down. We were there for the pilgrimage. We went for 4 or 5 days or whatever. They did the final mass, and then we went back and rolled it all up and left. Yeah. And honestly, when I left, my ankle, I had just come off work cover. No. Get this. I had just come off work cover, yeah. Because
you see where this is going?
I was on a job site. I was on a job site. I was on a job site at Sandown, right? And I stepped in a pothole that wasn't marked out. Like it was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was raining. I was holding 2 trestle tables on my shoulders, and I was stepping off like a ledge, like off an enclosure thing, into a pothole that was not marked out. So I severely rolled my ankle. So basically, I remember my physio and doctor were like, you should have just snapped them because that way you could just have like a Rico and be done with it. But you've strained them to the point where you can't really operate them on them because there's no point, but they're not going to be right. So that's I walk around like that.
So you didn't fuck yourself good enough?
Yeah, pretty much. But the boss like shit it because like, fuck, you got to be up in Sydney in 2 weeks. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Get home. Like they refused to bring me back to work because I had to go to Sydney. Like this was a big thing, and I was going up as a supervisor. And even my physio, like when I went, like he went to sign me off, he's just like, you shouldn't be going back to work. And I'm like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do, man? Like, he's like, look, I'll sign you off, but just be careful up there. Try and stay off it. Stay off it. I was on my feet for at least
18 hours a day.
17, 18 hours a day carrying 40 kilo, 50 kilo bales of flooring on my back like an Egyptian and walking the length of Randwick up and down, up and down.
Didn't take the doctor's advice.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, boy!
Yeah. So by the end of it, man, do you know what it was like? It was like Platoon. After 2 weeks, we're ripping up all the flooring. Guys are just dropping off left, right, and centre. Like, they just can't hack it. I couldn't walk anymore. Like every night I was coming home and I just had blisters and shit on my right foot. My ankle was swollen up. By the end of it, I literally hauled myself onto one of those golf buggies and said to one of the other guys, like, "Get me out of here." And it was
like dead guys all around you.
All you need is like, seriously, man.
I was like, grabbed his leg. Tell my wife I love her.
Man, I thought you had it bad in Afghanistan.
Man, this is Randwick.
This is Randwick.
Fuck, I wouldn't go to Randwick.
No, man. But the funniest part was, man, pulling up the flooring, yeah?
When do we get into the part where the Pope touched you?
That's what I was thinking.
That's a both
And like saved your ankle.
Yeah, I'm like, what, did the Pope kiss your ankle and it's all good? Or
No. He was falling asleep during his services, which is actually a real fucking funny thing.
I reckon he was looking at porn, looking down.
Hunched over on his smartphone.
Pornhub.
the Hun.
That's mad.
I reckon he's sitting there pretending he's like, and the Pope is falling asleep, we should leave him. He's sitting there watching fucking girl on girl.
No. Man, you know what's, this was the most interesting thing about that job, man. Because when we were pulling the flooring up, because people they slept out there for the final mass. All the pilgrims slept out on the actual site.
Oh, pilgrim!
Yeah, I'm telling you, they slept out there in tents, sleeping bags, like all types of shit. Yeah, there's fucking hundreds of thousands of them. Dude, read the numbers, and it was like one of the biggest.
It was World Youth Day or some shit.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And it was one of the biggest gatherings of people, like in the Southern Hemisphere or some shit. Yeah. When we were pulling the flooring up, we were obviously getting all the trash, like, underneath. Because, like, first we had the cleaners go through, clean all the plastic, all the shit off the top. But then, like, stuff falls in between the things. Take a fucking guess what the top two things were that, like, I was finding, like,
that you
underneath
found?
the thing. Like, underneath the thing. Take a guess. Seriously. Take three guesses, all right, of what the top
I've only got two things on my mind.
What the top three items were that we were pulling. This is can get this at number one.
Was one of the items a condom wrapper?
That's
Connie wrappers.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on. What's the other one?
I was going to say cash.
Cash.
Condom wrapper, cash,
And I was going to say like weed and stuff. Drugs.
Weed.
Drugs like
meth.
Are we going with weed?
Can I
That's
just
your
say
final
drug in
answer.
general?
We'll just
Drugs
go
in
under the
general.
umbrella of drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Top three things I found in that flooring, man.
Yeah.
Connie wrappers.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Money. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, man. This is World Youth Day, the biggest ensemble of Catholics
2008, you're right.
on the planet.
And it's just
And it was
generated
rock and roll.
$230 million.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That, man, Sydney was booked out for that entire week. Like, you couldn't get anything anywhere.
And it's just sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I'm not even joking, man.
That's funny, yeah.
Connie wrappers, dilly bags, like dilly
little
bags, man,
gram
with like
bags, yeah.
acid, like, like all the logos, you'd see all the logos,
Yeah.
couple pills smashed.
Batman bags.
Yeah, Batman bags, all that sort of shit. And coins, like money, like loose coins, 20-cent coins, foreign money, there was a lot of foreign money. How fucked up is that, man?
That's hilarious.
The biggest ensemble of Catholics
Over
on
a million
the planet.
people.
That says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you want to play games? Like, seriously, man. The funniest part was, man, like, because we were beat. By the time the actual mass thing started, like, we were fucked. Like, some of the guys have been up there for a month, 2 months. I was only up there for 2 weeks all up, and I was fucked. I can't imagine how much.
Oh, imagine being there for a month.
Yeah, these guys were fucked up because we were staying on the cross as well. They weren't getting days off. They'd come back to Melbourne, like, they'd beg for a day off to come back to Melbourne, see their wives, and go back. Like, literally turn around.
So where were you staying on Southern Cross? Was it just like a hotel on Southern Cross? Like on the...
At King's Cross.
There's a hotel there.
Behind King's Cross where the cop shop is, there's like a soup kitchen, and then there's a couple of apartment buildings and
In
stuff
there.
like that. Yeah, we were staying behind the soup kitchen, behind the cop shop. And it's interesting, you hit the cop shop at the cross, it'd smell like weed. Like that entire park would just smell like weed. I swear to God. I swear.
Yeah.
Alright? I'm telling you, it was fucked up. But man, the funniest thing was like, because we were like completely fucked. Like we were gone. We were wrecked. And that first day of mass, when everyone was staying the night, they tried to get us there at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to be there. To do what? Like supervise, make sure like the flooring didn't get pulled up. Like what do we get? Like people are sleeping on it. What do you want us to do? Even if
ransack their wallets
even
and
even if it comes apart, like what do you want us to do? Like we can't get people to move while trying to patch shit up.
Everybody off.
Yeah. Like it doesn't work, man. If we
lift like 300,000 people.
If we covered this dojo, right, with flooring, and all of us were standing out there, it would take me like 10 minutes to try and reassemble a piece
Yeah.
with nothing or no one in here. Imagine doing that on lumpy grass with, a million people around you.
That'd be fucked.
But you know what the funniest thing was, man? Like, they wouldn't let us into the site, the coppers. The coppers rocked up finally, right? The security guards that they had, they wouldn't let us onto the actual thing. Like, who are you? Who are we? We've been here for like 2 months. Who are you? Get off my floor. You know what I mean? In the end, they're like, nah, no arguments. We're waiting to hear from your supervisors, or like we're waiting to hear from the big boys. In the end, we just looked at this car, like, get the fuck out of my way. And I just barreled past him, get the fuck out of my way, all right? Move. Don't talk to me. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm so hungry. I haven't seen my girlfriend for 2 weeks. Go away, right? But the funniest part was, like, we're all walking in our high vis. We're all cracking, like, bad jokes. Like, it's all the Melbourne crew and, like, some of the boys from Adelaide. Like, we'd all just... You become crews, man, like a big footy team, And the funniest part was I looked up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's fucking cold. There were these coppers, like just coppers planted everywhere, just standing around. But as we were walking past some of them, they were all like shivering, right? They were just like hands in pockets, like hugging each other, like cops, man. I'm like, what are these? Like, are you serious? We've passed 2 coppers, like two female cops. They were sitting in like beach chairs, like deck chairs that you take to the beach. And they had, those aluminium blankets, those silver foil blankets.
Yeah, space blankets.
Yeah, the victim blankets. They had them, and they were wrapped in them. And she just looked up at me. She had this like just sullen look.
Save me.
Yeah, and I just looked at her and go, "What the fuck are they meant to stop? Are you joking? This is Sydney's
She's
finest."
sitting there in a victim blanket.
And she pulled a scowl on her face. But she couldn't actually say anything because she knew I was right. Are you joking? Get the fuck... Like, all the boys started laughing. We just kept walking, man. Okay, this is Sydney's finest. Dude, as the sun starts coming up, and all the pilgrims start waking up.
The bluebirds start singing.
Yeah, everyone's like singing songs. Can you picture, like honestly, it was like Platoon. We're like covered in mud, bags under the eye. Some of the guys...
Walking through the crowd.
Yeah, like guys had been literally like taking shit to stay like... running through the event, and then they'd be drinking themselves to death, like just trying to go to sleep. Like, it was so fucked up, man. And as we're walking, like through the crowd, just beaten and just torn up, you got these pilgrims like singing songs about Jesus and like hugging each other over nothing. I was like, I could shoot everyone here and walk away and
without remorse.
Not a single second thought. And then, dude, at one point, I was literally leaning on one of the other guys. Like we were just holding each other up. We were gone. This guy turns around. I remember he was black, and he had like a South African sort of accent. And he's just like, here. And he handed me like a hot chocolate.
That's mad.
Out of a thermo and like a muffin or something. And I was like trembling. I felt like I was homeless.
Oh, thank you, cunt.
I swear.
Was it great though? Was it good?
Oh man, I looked at it and I was just standing there like Oliver Twist. One of the boys looked at me. He's like, "What'd you get?" A hot chocolate. And they looked at him and they're like, "Oh, please, you've worked hard. Like here." Like, we didn't even get treated like that from our boss.
I love some random guy in a crowd gives you a muffin and some hot chocolate.
It was fuck. I swear, that was like my bonus for the whole thing.
That's wicked.
And then at one point, when Benny was driving around in his Pope-mobile, I was really into Kenny Loggins at that point. I started singing Danger Zone, like at the at the top of my voice, because I just started losing my mind. Like I started,
you would then, man.
Yeah, I started to hallucinate, and I was singing just Danger Zone, man, like loud. And people were giving me dirty looks. I'm like, "What? Don't give a fuck." Like, I'm ready to get out of here, man.
Lost my mind.
Nah, man, it was fucked up.
I'm just picturing like the guy handing you the muffin and the thing. You've got like those cut-off gloves.
Yeah, that's what it's up.
And your hands are shaking. Thank you, sir.
He's got like a 4-day growth.
Yeah, man.
His hair's all
I had long hair then as well, so it was all just matted up and wrangled. It was fucked.
That's some dude turns around, gives you a muffin.
I had a pair of pants that I literally threw out.
That's probably the first thing you ate in 2 days.
Yeah, man, it was fucked. It was so sad, man. It was so sad.
That sounds horrible.
It was, man. It was an experience, I'll tell you that. I remember, like, on our 1 day off, we had, like, there was a full day off, me and the mate. We walked from the cross. We walked all the way from the cross all the way towards, to Chinatown, like Paddy's Market. So we walked all that way to get breakfast, because we're like, we can't stay here. We need to get out of here. Yeah. Walked all the way to Paddy's Market, and on the way back, what's wrong?
Knocked the microphone. It's alright.
Nah, you're right.
You'll audio it out.
Yeah, of course I will. No worries, add the workload on. It's all right, boys. I don't mind.
We'll do it.
Yeah, stop playing with your phone. Yeah, reading the paper. Like, yeah,
Should be right.
Yeah, should be right. We on the way back. What the hell is that?
Rat.
Oh, it's the dojo rat.
Is it a rat or a possum?
It's a mascot.
He wants a Krispy Kreme.
Fuck him. Not getting big.
Hey, Nick, what are you doing, mate? You've taken a bite of your donut and you left the other half down. That's not acceptable.
I did it for you guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Trying to hang it on his
Sweet.
Smashing these
selfless
donuts.
ways. Nah, man. On the way back from Paddy's Market,
What a dog.
we ran into the procession, like the pilgrimage march, and like all the Catholics were just marching through Sydney. Like they'd blocked all the roads. We couldn't get back to like the cross. We couldn't get to where we wanted to go because everything was blocked off. You can't come through here. People are marching. Go around. We cracked it. Like, are you joking? This is like city. Like, no.
Go around where?
Yeah. So we ended up jumping the barriers and just joined in like on the march.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
I've got a photo, yeah. I've got a photo of my mate just got his arm up in the air, like just fist pumping as they're walking through. And I remember, like, everyone had...
down to the Lord in the
everyone had lanyards to prove that they were part of the pilgrimage. Like, they all had flair, which was really strange. It's like, like in World War II when the Nazis made all the Jews and everyone wear pieces of, like, flair just to...
Distinguish.
Yeah. They were all wearing different coloured flair, as in these are Catholics from this side, these guys are, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then this guy, like, as we're marching through the crowd, I was literally two-stepping and, like, walking, like, through. I'm telling you. Yeah? As I'm doing that, this one guy, he was Asian. He's like, "You're not meant to be here." I'm like, "Man, I'm just doing this." It's like gripping. Praise the Lord. Like, I was screaming, man. It was hilarious.
You're not meant to be here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what he said. Because, like, the crowd's going off. Everyone's losing it. Like, back this, so we just kept walking, like, with the procession until we got to, like, a street.
Where you needed to go.
Yeah.
Just shuffle off and
Jump over the barriers again.
Yeah, that's what we did. We had to.
ride the
That would
train.
have shut down the whole of Sydney. That was unbelievable.
How much money did you say it made?
520 million.
There you go. For what? It was like a week thing, basically.
That's a whole lot of Pope bread.
Yeah, man. I want to know. That's what that event generated. I wonder what the Pope actually made. I wonder what do you reckon Vatican City made from that thing?
520 million.
Are you playing hands into the donut?
I'm going to say 98% of that.
520 million.
Seriously. Hands down. Like, that's it. Called it.
I reckon. Let me just do the stats.
Yeah, why not, man? Is that donut any good?
Yeah.
I've got to stop eating sweet shit, man. My stomach is just going to raw.
But I can just feel acid in my
Hey,
stomach.
did you see what happened today? The dad that punched a ref at a rugby game or something?
No.
16-year-old ref. I saw it as a news break when I was having smoke at work today.
So the ref was 16 years old?
The ref was 16 at like an under-12s game or something, and some coach, manager / dad or whatever punched a 16-year-old kid in the face.
Oh, my God.
How fucked up is that? Seriously. Is that disgusting, man?
That is disgusting.
The kid is like 3 years older than
Yeah.
the kid's playing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
4 years older.
Or because he wasn't happy with the decision.
Whatever, yeah. I actually don't know what instigated
That's all it would have been, right?
Yeah, if you look it up, I don't know. Maybe get the stats.
Was it in Melbourne?
No, it's Sydney, I think. They were playing rugby.
You always hear about those where the dad's, going off. Like,
Yeah. Like, they're all talking about it, like, on the panel, when is it too far, blah, blah, blah. Man, like, for fuck's sake, you punch a kid in the face. Like, come on, man.
Johnny, you'd be one of those dads, right now?
nah.
Come on.
This guy's eyes.
Nah, man. I'm chilled. I'm chill.
Chill.
I'd be like that, I reckon.
No, but you wouldn't punch, like, a ref or a kid.
I wouldn't be a kid. It'd be an
No,
adult.
you know what you'd do? You'd thread it, like, if your kid got...
You're dead, cunt! Like the smoke. You're dead! No, you're right. I wouldn't, like, go out and physically attack.
You wouldn't physically
No.
attack someone, especially not the ref.
No.
Unless your kid's getting hurt. And if it's a 16-year-old kid, man, like, come on, you wouldn't attack him. You'd give him a fucking, like, a berating, like, you'd swear the living shit out of him, but you wouldn't physically punch him.
No. You wouldn't crack a kid open.
Nah. And this dude, like, literally sent the kid to hospital.
That's pretty poor form. And now that kid, the father's kid, will be like, well,
man.
now I don't want to play anymore. Like,
Dude, what would you do if you found out someone hit your kid? Like, as in for that?
Mate, I would. It wouldn't
You know
be
what,
pretty.
mate?
It wouldn't
Okay,
be pretty.
here's a question, right? Think about it like this, yeah? Say, like, you have a son, right? Like, in the next 2 years, yeah?
Nicholas Jr.
Yeah, Nick Jr., right?
I'm going to call him Staunch.
Staunch.
Call him Johnny.
Staunch Petroglu.
Call him Johnny.
Johnny.
Actually, we were talking about that today, man. I was explaining about how all the wogs, not really with our generation, but the generation before, how they named their kids after their grandparents.
Yeah, I'm named after my grandfather.
Yeah, same. Except, like, families would literally cut themselves off if their kid wasn't named.
Oh, man. There'd be wars.
It's crazy.
Like, the grandfather would be like, you know, say, my son didn't name his child after me, it'd be like wars.
Like, cut him off.
Yeah.
Cut it. That's it. We don't want nothing to do with the family anymore, man.
Yeah, it's not my
I
grand.
told you, did I tell you? I told you to ask
yeah.
me.
Wars, man.
Over a name.
Wars. Yeah,
Wow.
man. It's like an honour thing.
Yeah.
But our generation's like,
No, our
That's what
generation.
Dean said. Like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
the generation where it's kind of coming to an end.
like you might get a few still doing it, but nothing really, man.
No.
Like, what are you going to call your kid some Greek name from the 20s? You know, that kid's going to grow up with that name. It's just not sports.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Yeah. It's been a while since
What
we
about
said that.
what about the dad and son have the same name? What do you think of that?
Oh, yeah, that was his thing. You know what? That's a white person thing.
Like Frenchie at work, his son's name's Steve.
Really?
Yeah, so it's Steve.
So what does he call him?
Steve Jr.
What? So if he's calling out for his son, he says, Steve Jr., come here.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Maybe Junior. I'd say Junior. Like, yeah, hey, Junior, come here. Like I said to this guy, I go,
It'd be all right if you could give the kid like a nickname, if you know what I mean. Like,
as in, like, if the kid's name was Demetrios, you'd call him Jim or Mitch
DJ
or something.
or
Yeah.
DJ or something. Just, you know, something like
Yeah, DJ. Actually, DJ would work if the kid's name was
DJ
Dim
or
Jr.
MJ. You could have it like for Michael or MJ or
Yeah.
NJ or something like that. But to name your kid Steve, that's pretty staunch, man.
Steve.
Like, it's pretty like it's Steve. The kid's name is Steve.
Your name is Steve.
The kid's like 3 and he's got a beard. Steve.
Just picturing Frenchie.
I don't know this guy, but he's got a beard. Just the name Steve.
French, actually.
But like, if you were to say you were to have a son and name him Johnny,
But yeah, I wouldn't.
but no, I'm just saying like it'd be like Jay.
Yeah, but I was
or Junior.
Do you know what?
Or,
Dude,
yeah.
Do you know what I was
Like,
pushing him to name his kid for ages? For ages, I was pushing him before she was born. We didn't know what it was. I said, if it's a boy, you have to name him Johnny Cage Wright Jr. That's a tribute to Nicolas Cage, a tribute to Johnny Cage, and it's a junior.
I want to play Mortal Kombat.
I've been talking about Mortal Kombat for the last like
If
4
I had
days.
had a boy, I totally would have pushed for that.
Yeah,
Johnny
I would
Cage.
put a petition in. I would have sent letters to the
Cage.
missus, like
Cage,
testimonials.
Even the first name Cage is cool.
Yeah,
Cage.
Just like a fighter. It's Johnny Cage Wright.
Junior.
Like, man, Junior. Like, that just sounds like UFC.
This guy has sex with everyone and kills everyone that's left over. Or the other way around, kills everyone and has sex with everyone who's left over.
Just like his old man.
You'll be proud.
Dude, but you know what I said, man, about the name thing? I said, I don't care, like, what, you can name your kid whatever the hell you want, right? What I don't like is when the old farts start cracking the shits because you're not going to name them after them.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? Okay, if I want
that's ridiculous.
If I want to name my son or daughter after me, I'll fucking well do it.
Absolutely.
Before I name them after you, I don't give a
absolutely.
shit. You know what I mean? I'll have a junior.
Dude, for ages, what did I want to call my son? Balthazar, man.
Balthazar.
Mate, no one would fuck with that kid.
Balthazar.
Because the Tsar means the king.
Yeah.
Balthazar. Man, tell me that kid would get fucked with. Like, what's that kid's name? Balthazar. You better leave that kid alone, man.
Leave him alone.
You're just sitting there dark in the corner.
Give him your lunch. Just give him your lunch.
Money, everything. Just give him your bus ticket.
His son comes home, he's got new clothes on every day.
Got $400 cash.
You haven't bought him shit. You're purposely throwing him like a crusty bread roll.
He's got new kicks. Like, what are you doing, man? He's got a pack of smokes in his pocket, front pocket. He's like 8. He's got one in the ear.
Balthazar. What does that name mean? Do me a favour, can you Google it?
Yes.
I'm guessing it's like Scandinavian.
It's
yeah.
some, I reckon it's some Viking.
Yeah,
That's a sick,
It's got to be, North Scandinavian, somewhere up there.
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
Speaking of Vikings, that Viking show is meant to be pretty cool. I've heard of a few people.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Dude, I haven't watched TV, man. Like what was the bikie show again? Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
That passed me by. What's the other one about the drugs? What's his
Breaking
name?
Bad.
Breaking Bad.
You never watched that?
Nah, not a single episode. Yeah.
Well, if you ever decide to watch a series, you've got a good one ready to go.
Well, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Look, I've heard, I know, like everyone I know loves it, all that sort of shit. It was just after I watched The Sopranos, when I moved into my apartment, man, I watched The Sopranos from start to finish, and I had one episode to go or 2 episodes to go, and then what's the actor's name? Joe Gandolfini.
Yeah.
He passed
Died,
away.
yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, I've got like 2 episodes of this fucking series to go, and I'm already depressed because it's going to finish. And now he's dead. So,
I've never seen one episode of The Sopranos, man.
Are you joking?
No.
Blasphemy.
Man, honestly,
Death stares coming from every angle.
honestly, it's a really well-written show, man.
No, I've heard that, yeah.
Cast
heard
really
good
well, the storylines are intricate, a lot of twists, keeps you... Man, I remember it took a while to get into it, because I'd always seen episodes in dribs and drabs, before I actually got the series, but then when I actually got into it, I'd literally come home from work, smash 2 discs, no, I've got to watch this. You won't leave your couch, man. You'll be sitting there in your jocks and your hoodie. just night shift, yeah, all right. And then just come back, huddled on the couch like a raccoon or a
Honey,
possum.
come to bed. Shut up.
Apparently, Balthazar was one of the 3 wise men.
Are you joking?
No.
I would never have attributed it to that.
There was a name spelt sort of the same, like they say, mention it here, mentioned in the book of Daniel. It was the king of Babylon.
Balthazar was the king of Babylon.
Like a Babylonian king.
Daniel 23:17, I'm pretty sure. You'll find that.
I think you might be right.
How do you get that? The book of Daniel, the book of... How many books did they write? So, honestly.
The book of Barry.
I used to know that.
Oh, okay. Balthazar is actually a demon.
I honestly thought it was some sort of evil spirit.
Yeah, it's mad.
So you're naming your son after an evil demon / king of Babylon / wise man who delivered frankincense or myrrh to Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's intricate as fuck.
That kid will be tough as one.
Tough and cold.
Yeah.
But, embracing and
Balthazar.
considerate.
Mate.
Do
and
it.
his nickname Tsar.
Tsar. Little Tsar.
Actually, man, that's a question. When it's the book of whatever, are they all Catholic Bibles?
No.
They're just different. The book of Paul, the book of Peter, the book of... all that shit.
The book of Johnny.
Yeah.
The book of
Eddie
Bobby.
Griffin does a bit about it, about how they were written... Man, they were written past Christ's death, well after.
Yeah.
And then they were all just regurgitated, word of mouth, like Chinese whispers for 100 fucking 200 years.
Wouldn't you love just to be able to take a flashback in time and just see
what the fuck actually happened?
Seeing them being written, just to fucking know what the actual deal is.
Man, I can picture some dude on acid.
The book of John. Let's have a look at the book of John. Gospel of John.
Preach, brother.
You're part of the New Testament.
Okay.
I am.
I love it. Straight away. Greek.
Oh, of course it is.
Johnny, you're Greek. Everyone's Greek.
Everyone's Greek. That's the answer. Everyone's Greek.
John the Baptist, mate. He knew what's going on. You were mates with Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
Pretty much what it is now.
I knew that. And my name means gift from God.
John the Baptist, and concludes with death, burial, resurrection, post-resurrection appearances of Jesus. So you're pretty much the man.
It's like a highlights reel.
Yeah, the book of fun
highlights. The highlights reel.
Have you guys read the Bible?
Tonight on Sports Center, we have the book of John.
Take us back, John. How about that for an action shot?
Man, could you imagine a Bible show set up like a Sports Center show? Just action replays of shit going on in all the testaments. That'd be fucking...
It'd be kind of cool, yeah. It'd be cool.
I would actually watch that shit, man, and piss myself laughing.
That was a righteous book page turn there. He had purpose. He had the will.
Yeah, we have Mary Magdalene coming in from the West Side for the last time. We're going to see a real superstar appearance tonight.
Thank you, Peter.
Special comments.
Seriously.
Have you guys read the Bible?
Nah. I've read bits and pieces.
Look, it depends. I've read more like Judeo, whatever canonical things. Like, man, I've read things of the Quran. I've read into Taoism. I've read into fucking every. Man, I went through one point, man, where I really started. I wanted to see what the roots were of every sort of key major religion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where they all sort of stem from and all that sort of shit. Dude, the fucking meaning of all these fucking Bibles are exactly the same. They're all exactly the same. Don't fuck with people and, you know.
And people are going to war over it. It's the same thing.
It's the same fucking
Basically,
message.
it's the same thing.
Eddie Griffin said it. He goes, because Eddie Griffin says, you know, Christians believe, you know, Jesus is the messenger and the Muslims believe Muhammad's the messenger.
Yeah.
And he goes, and Eddie Griffin goes, I don't give a fuck who the messenger is. Did you get the message? You know what I mean?
It's true.
And it's a fucking truth,
No
man.
shit, yeah.
No shit. Like, forget the dude. Like, seriously. And then I was watching heaps of like Griffin, Bill Burr, like all, and like a bit of Carlin as well. Like, you know, they're all like anti like religion sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they all say the same exact thing. Like, you're all so fucking confused and you're fighting over the fucking nothing. You're missing the key fucking point. Like, stop fucking with one another. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like the main point.
It's the only point. It's the only fucking point.
And you know, there's like people around the world that actually follow the Greek gods. Like that's
They're still polytheist. They still believe that shit.
They don't fight with anyone. They're just like, Zeus, my brother.
Yeah, nah, it's fucked, man.
Yeah.
It's so spun out.
But that's why I don't fuck with religion. I can't be fucked.
No, I can't be fucked either, man. What for?
I will follow the Book of John.
You know,
Thank you.
you know what I don't get, man? Like, you know how like the whole thing is about like being against gay marriage and all that sort of shit. Marriage is something like a concept that was created by man and religion.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to eat to survive. You need to take a bowel movement every like at least one every 24 hours to stay regular.
I need to take a shit, man.
It's just it's something that was created by us.
Yeah, I've always said that.
So it's like, well, then who are you to fucking decide who I can marry or can't? Like, go fuck yourself. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not fucking, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's only because it's an institution which sort of now is allocated into government, you know, like married couples get certain benefits and like all that. It's only because of that.
Who the fuck are these cunts?
Yeah.
Honestly.
But
Like,
are you serious?
now we've got to go elect some dumbass into the Australian government now. Like, we've got to go and vote.
Oh,
Like,
man, don't even start with
You know
that.
what I mean?
I don't know. Who are you going to vote for? I've got no fucking idea.
I'm voting for the sex party.
Do you know, man, for years...
They've got some good points.
I'll tell you what, the last election, I think I actually did vote for the sex party. It was my one actual non-donkey vote ever. And it was for the sex party.
Yeah,
just because. Well, fuck it. Right?
I know if I don't, like, if I do, I'll just go for every independent I can see on the thing.
One year I actually voted in terms of the biggest bias based on names. So I voted for all the wogs. First I voted for all the wogs, then I voted for all the Asians, and then I voted for, I think the last person on the list was like a white female. It's got nothing to do with being sexist. It was just like funny, you know. And I actually had all these other elections like through the years, man. When I used to write articles and stuff, I had people interstate sending me their pictures of their ballot papers, and it would say like Biff Armstrong, like all my website taglines, like all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Everyone used to do it. One guy voted for I remember I voted one year. I voted for the Duke Nukem party.
Actually, you did.
Yeah.
You took a photo of it once.
Yeah, it was the Duke Nukem party. The Duke Nukem party. I drew like because you know it's got like Labour, Liberal, like all that. I drew like an atom bomb symbol.
Yep.
Yeah, and I said the Duke Nukem party.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Let's rock.
You're struggling over there, Johnny.
What?
Catheters coming into use, or
Oh, my bladder.
I can see it building.
Don't put pressure on
I can
him.
feel it.
I know. I can see it in his eyes.
It's knocking on the bladder's door.
Don't put pressure on the man.
Bladder's door.
Don't put pressure on the man. Let him be.
I was watching the news the other night, and I was tripping out, like, because they've always got their points, and it's always like someone will say something, and then they'll just straight away attack it. Like, that's wrong. He's bullshit.
He's bullshit.
My opinion's better. But have you ever seen them go, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. How about
we figure out a way? Yeah.
How about we figure out a way where we can...
No, it's your way, my way, or the highway.
Why can't they get together?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Have you ever seen one other compliment the other person and say,
He's got a point.
hey, yeah, that's actually good. What if we did this and this as well? Like,
Yeah. No.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what he says, I'm going to argue it.
Yeah, he's wrong.
He's wrong.
And behind closed doors, you might be like, actually, that was a pretty good idea. But to the camera or to their face,
Yeah.
that was shit.
On paper.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He's got it wrong.
He's going to take this country down a gurgler.
Exactly, dude.
The gurgler.
I think they said that the other night on the news.
And it's always extremes as well. Like, if we follow this, we're going to be a communist state. If we follow this,
Yeah.
we're going to be fucked. You know? Like,
But just that one point, like, I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, do you ever agree? Like,
this is what gets me right, man.
do you ever agree?
Like, think about it like this, yeah? Like, there's three of us, we've got no political history, no fucking education, right? And we sit there, if we drew like a short list of what's important, what we need to cover, and feasible ways to attain, like, whatever, we could come up with like a list of shit, and we don't need $53 million to do it like Mr. West.
No.
Right? We could come up like, man,
We've got some chocolate and a pack of donuts.
yeah. And we nut it out. If we actually sat here and nutted it out,
Yeah.
we could come up with a reasonable fucking list of shit to be addressed and ways to attain sustainability or whatever.
Absolutely.
Right? And even if our ideas are different, right, we'll still come at like some form of crossroad.
You agree to disagree.
Yeah,
It's that
and
kind
we'll
of
find
thing,
a pathway and build a bridge somewhere and actually unite an opinion on something, right? Like find unison. Like Johnny's saying, these cunts, they'll never agree on anything.
Ever.
It's like,
It's just angry words towards each other. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Like, how fucked up and weird is that?
are you cunts for real?
That is just bizarre to me.
That seems like kids in a playground, man.
Yeah, worse. Like,
Mate, go to like the Philippines and have an opinion. That guy will shut you down.
Did you see what the president that just got in?
Mate,
Johnny.
he's nuts. You gotta watch that guy.
You haven't seen him?
haven't seen him.
Cool punishment, man. He doesn't fuck around.
Dude, there was a photo of him with Manny Pacquiao in
Yeah.
the background. I died. I
He
couldn't
loves
stop
Manny.
laughing.
Because Manny's in government now.
He's a senator.
Yeah.
He's a senator. Manny Pacquiao's a senator.
But they love him. But that guy is nuts, man.
Dude, do you know what he said? He said, I'm giving everyone vigilante powers to turn in or shoot drug dealers, pedophiles. I think it was a lot to do with the drug trade because it's massive in
Just
like the
fucked,
Philippines.
yeah.
And he's like, if you can give us evidence that you've eliminated like a distributor, there's there's rewards. If you can turn in a dealer from like a low grade dealer up until like distribution, there's rewards, man. You have a license to kill. You've been like the president was literally like, I will eliminate the drug problem in like 6 months or less. Like something
and
stupid.
the man is serious.
Dude, they're killing people. And people are like, ah, fuck it. They're drug dealers. They can burn in hell.
Like they're the lowest of the low kind of thing.
Yeah. Like zero tolerance corporal law, man.
Now get that guy into the States.
Yeah. No shit.
Wow.
No shit, man. Can you imagine that here?
Yeah, everyone would be on their best behaviour, wouldn't they?
No one would fuck around, man. And it's like, if you kill someone that isn't a drug peddler, then you're fucked, right? So you better know what you're doing.
Better have your facts straight.
Well, you can't just start his name. Benigno Aquino. Like he wouldn't, the third.
Oh, that's tough.
Man, war on drugs may begin in Philippines' main prison. It's going to begin there.
Literally. He's given free reign to everyone. Like, to roll up with a drug dealer's head and we'll give you money.
At least he's trying something new.
I'll tell you what, man. People will be running for the hills. Like, why would you, knowing, like, how often do you see, like, a drug dealer, like, as in someone on the street selling to kids or whatever, right? You see, like, dudes hanging around.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You always see drug deals going down.
Yeah, you always see shit going down, man. Like, always. Standard. Like, it's nothing new. Imagine if, like, they could get shot on sight. All you'd need is proof that they were drug dealers.
Hang on a second, sorry. The new president coming in is Rodrigo Duterte. He snubbed his own... Wait, is this here? President-elect snubs his proclamation event in Manila.
Yeah.
He didn't even go to it.
No.
It's like, fuck yous.
Don't need to.
Yeah. I'm already president.
Don't need to go. Have it without me.
This guy, he wants to take people out. Like, no joke. He's taking people out, man.
How tough is it?
Looks a bit like that bad guy off the Van Damme movies. A little bit.
Yeah, look at him. He's like thinking like,
Yeah.
Let them kill each other. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Imagine that, man, as like a political, like, move. Yeah. There's your power play, mate. shoot people on sight just because.
Because what happens here, you get busted the first time, you get a slap on the wrist.
Every time you get busted, you get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
But over there, man, it's like...
Man, I knew a guy... I used to work with a guy that did, 10 years for armed robbery, a couple of drug offences, like all that sort of shit.
2 times.
Yeah. And he said that all the Asians coming in that would get busted for, like, heroin trafficking and all that sort of stuff, they would do it knowingly and willingly, because they said, when we get done...
Not that big of a risk.
Man, I'll get 2 years in a hotel.
Easy.
I'll still get 85% of my shipment in, make all the money I can. When I come out, there'll be money waiting for me and I'll be done.
Yeah.
Better than what they had over there.
Yeah.
Man, people get... That's the thing. You, like... Okay, let me ask you a question, man. Did you agree with, like, the fucking Bali 9, the guys that got executed, all that sort of shit?
No.
Why?
Like the recently too, they got executed. Yeah. Just because I feel like they were younger when they did it, and like everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. Knowing that they're in a country where that's the law.
That wasn't their first time, though. They had an actual drug ring going.
Yeah.
It wasn't their first time.
You know what I didn't agree with?
I guess the only thing, just because they were young, and when you are young, you do stupid shit, and you maybe should get a chance, and they were in there for a long time.
Yeah. Look, I agree with you on that point, right? As in, yeah, you're right. They were young. People do fuck up, whatever, right? What I don't fucking agree with, and I hate, is the fact that we put in so much resource and time and effort to try and win clemency for him. We sent the fucking ambassador, diplomats, like we sent...
That was ridiculous.
Who did we send? That woman. Who was that woman?
Bronwyn Bishop.
Was it Bronwyn Bishop?
Yeah, it was her, I think.
I can't remember. We sent...
Yeah, Bronwyn Bishop, because she came out saying we're going to try and save these guys.
We sent money, time and people to Indonesia to try and save these people. Dude, people are dying, like, in the streets.
These guys at the end, they were drug peddlers.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't like humanitarians that tried to save something and they got arrested, like, against civil rights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
These are drug peddlers, heroin, like, peddlers.
Yeah.
That's what it's like in Australia, though, man. People just jump on the bandwagon. They want to be,
And then everyone was like, but you see, everyone, boycott Bali. Everyone's back there.
Yeah.
Why would you boycott Bali? Because they shot 2 drug dealers?
Yeah.
Traffickers, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boycott Bali. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
They didn't shoot them for no reason. They were fucking bringing drugs into their country.
Yeah. But we spent so much time and so much focus when, man, like, how many homeless on the streets?
Yeah.
How many people,
Dude, I was in the city
dying?
yesterday, working right. Have you seen Tent City on Flinders Street? What's going on down there?
I was in the city, when was it?
Where Flinders Street is, where Queensbridge Street is and all that?
Oh, yeah. Along, along the Yarra.
Yeah.
Like where the aquarium is.
Oh,
and that.
man, yeah. Have you seen the Tent City, what's going on down there? Why doesn't the government go have a look at what's going on down there?
No one's going to address that.
Tent City. Like, I'm talking Tent City, man.
Do you know what I've seen, though, in the city? Because I haven't been down that strip, man. But what I have seen is more homeless people set up, like, in that little alcoves and undercover areas, along building sides and fronts.
Yeah.
Like, sleeping bag, a couple candles.
Yeah. Just trying to keep warm.
And then a couple bags of possessions.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that more and more.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm seeing.
Some Elizabeth Street, Collins Street.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's depressing, man.
Yeah, but how often do you see that in the media? Dude, those 2 fucking drug traffickers, you couldn't turn on the TV or turn on the radio or open a paper
without someone holding a candle or something.
Yeah.
Kuman Sakamaran and the other guy there.
Yeah, Suganara and whatever his name was.
Yeah. Man, we were sending people to Indonesia to plead bargain.
You know what I was saying? That Sukumaran cunt, he was actually running drugs from the jail. Even though he got arrested. He was doing deals like overseas on the phone. They would give him a mobile phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If
that's true, then
look up some more stuff. Look up some more stuff. I don't know if it's true. Like, I'm not going to, but...
Allegations are just piling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone turns their attention to that, which is just ridiculous.
Man...
I don't agree with killing...
Where's the pity for the homeless people?
What pity for the homeless people, man?
What homeless people?
Yeah, what homeless people?
Yeah, what homeless people?
No.
Like, if you go down to Tent City, it's actually a sad sight. I went there because I was working down there.
Yeah, I hate seeing that shit.
And I saw it, and just the guy's sitting on a milk crate, literally Tent City. He's got his, trolley, shopping trolley with all his possessions, and he's built himself a tent. Looks pretty comfy. I'm just saying, considering, he's under the bridge and stuff. But he's just sitting there, and he's having a smoke, and just looks like life's beating him down to, a pulp, man. Like, the guy's got no life left in him. And it's just sad.
Yeah.
And, And then these politicians are addressing, we're going to make this better, train infrastructure, Go down to
Do you
the
know what I
homeless
love?
shelters.
The negative gearing on the home loans and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that tax break for the people earning over 80,000 or whatever it is.
We're going to make sure.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Like, go give this guy some bread.
Yeah.
Like, so, I don't get it, man. Anyway. Are you listening, government? Like, fucking hell, man. Like,
They don't give a fuck.
like,
No one gives a fuck. Seriously, no one cares, man. Like, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Do you know what they had on TV? They had on it was on Smoko when I was at work, and after I saw this about that kid getting the shit kicked out of him, they're talking about politicians kissing babies. Like how it's a trending thing, you know, like why do politicians do it?
me.
I don't understand why politicians kiss strange babies.
don't touch my fucking kid.
And like people that willingly give them the fucking babies.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
I would be shielding my baby from that.
I don't know, but I don't understand what the fuck.
Don't touch my kid.
I don't understand what the fascination is, right? Like, look at it this way, yeah?
Photo up.
Because the babies
Look
have
at this
the
way,
energy
right?
to me.
I've got, like, a nephew that's a couple months old, yeah? And should I get the chance to actually give him a fucking cuddle, right? This is my blood. He's got half my DNA, right? Should I get the chance to give him a cuddle, I'll fucking take it.
Absolutely.
Right? I'll fucking cuddle him and I'll kiss him or whatever, right? This is my blood, right? He's 3 months old, yeah? Johnny's little girl, I've only met her, like, once or twice, yeah? And how old is she now?
2.5.
2.5, yeah? She knows who I am because of your phone. As in, like, she would probably recognise me because of your phone. Like, if you said my name, like, she'd be like, oh, you know.
Oh,
like,
she knows you.
She'll put it,
She
yeah,
knows you.
she'll put two and two together, yeah? And if I met her for the first, like, because last time I saw her, she was a toddler, man. She was nothing, right? Like, she's really small.
Yeah.
If I met her now, and I introduced myself and she recognised who I was, gauging on her reaction, right? And I'll you know,
Absolutely,
I'll see how she reacts to me.
Yeah.
See how comfortable she is with me, and what our interaction is. Yeah.
That's just a normal human way to be.
Yeah. If I'm leaving, and she comes up and I say, oh, you know, see you later. I'll see you next time. She comes up to me, gives me a hug or something. I'll fucking hug back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, cool. If she's awkward, like if she's a bit awkward, doesn't feel
Give her a
comfortable,
little wave and
I'll give her a
say-
wave or a high five.
Yeah.
Like, you know, standard what you do with kids.
Yeah.
Strange kids,
Normal
and not
behaviour.
even strange kids. This is your kid. You know, I've known you for 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Cool. But what compels a fucking prime minister or a politician to kiss a random fucking baby?
But these parents
yeah.
are throwing their kids
Yeah.
like turfing.
like that's the Dalai Lama.
Yeah. I've always thought that was weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, weird, dude.
Do you want this stranger who's like literally licked 100 asses before he got to your kid to plant his lips on your seed?
Fuck
And they always look so creepy with the kids as well.
Yeah.
They look awkward.
Like they've never held
awkward
a
and-
child ever.
yeah.
You know who looked the worst? Was Julia Gillard, man. She did not know what to do with a kid.
She hasn't got kids. No, she doesn't.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't have kids. Good, dude, just to correct me, man. Because I'm pretty sure that was a big thing.
She looks pretty awkward. They all look awkward though. Like John Howard. Imagine John Howard.
Well,
come here,
little tacker. It's in my best understanding in the Commonwealth of...
You know?
There was one clip, dude, of you need to watch it. You actually have to watch this. It was in America. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and show you. But basically, the vice president or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll show you after. I'm kind
As in
of
current vice president?
What's his name?
Like Biden or something?
She doesn't have kids, man.
No, she doesn't. I'm pretty sure, because that was something that they used to raise about her. The fact that,
Tim Matheson is her partner.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine waking up next to her every morning.
What?
Get me a coffee, would you, love?
Red hair all in her face. Just. Oh.
You think it'd be her face?
It's hot.
That's hot. What a minge.
That thing's
Shut up, Johnny.
disgusting.
Don't. I know you're lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
You'd be all over it.
Meanwhile, raging boner under the desk.
You'd be all over it.
I remember when they were losing their shit when she came into power. She only came into power because they like axed Rudd in the back.
Hey, man, when Kevin was running like Kevin 07 campaign, Ruddy was alright, man.
No, but like she got into power because she snaked on her former boss, right? And then she was gone. Like, how long did
And
she
then they
last?
snaked on her.
Yeah, they snaked on her.
That's all it
And
is,
just-
though.
they killed her off.
They're all snakes.
And I remember they were saying it on the news or like, you know, what's it called? Quando or whatever, like one of those shows about how the leadership of this country is so fucking divided. Like, we keep changing hands. We've had like more politicians, we've had more prime ministers than years
Yeah, yeah.
Like in the last like half decade or something.
Yeah.
Like think about it.
Chopping and changing.
It went from Rudd to was it Abbott?
Abbott.
No.
Gillard.
Rudd to Gillard to Abbott, back to Rudd,
Yeah.
and now to what's his name?
Turnbull.
Yeah,
Turnbull, and he's going up against some guy from Queensland.
Shorten.
Bill Shorten.
Yeah.
I was on short cunt.
He's a creeper, that guy.
Yeah, he looks
Okay, hey,
creepy.
what's
Something not
the
right with that
premier
guy.
of Victoria's name?
The Premier of Victoria.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on the news just the other day. He's like a real dorky looking cunt. I don't know. You have to tell me. I can't remember.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He was on, I can't remember.
I got
Something Andrews.
I could have.
Yeah. Some dork.
Because the office is in Harrisfield.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's next to Mario's Pizza. That's Daniel Andrews.
Yeah.
Mate, if you want a pizza,
That's not Mario's.
go to Mario's.
In Harrisfield.
Mate.
Yeah, man, that guy.
Mate.
That is like, it's run by like the patriarch.
Yeah.
Right? There's like this old wog. I don't know what he is.
He just yelled at his family.
He just yells, and he like.
Just makes a killer pizza.
Oh, man.
Do you know what? You know what the thing is, though, man?
I'd smash one right now.
If you actually go to that shop, it actually runs like clockwork.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
because they get orders like they don't stop, man. Anytime I've never gone in there and they're like,
Not being busy.
Yeah,
They're always busy.
what would you like? You know, oh yeah, coming right up. It's always just like flat knack up, right?
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like it's fucking busy, but it runs like clockwork. Like everything just gets done. Yeah, sweet. But the dad always looks like stressed to the max,
Always angry.
and he's barking orders at everyone. Like, can I get that champichose? Get it? Like
His wife's just sitting there
His
like-
wife just looks like beaten.
I can see the scene right now in my head.
It's not that he's a bad guy.
No.
I'm sure it's not.
He just wants to run his
but it's
business.
just how
Yeah.
he runs
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
And he's next to the Premier of Victoria. That shop is right next door to the Premier of Victoria.
I'll tell you what, that's a really multicultural strip of shops.
Oh, man.
Because you got that pizza shop, and they're I don't know what Nasho he is. I haven't pinned it down.
I
yet.
reckon he's Middle Eastern of
He
some
looks.
sort.
You know what he looks? He looks Armenian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Armenian.
Because he looks like not the Roxbury's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yemen. From Yemen. He looks Armenian.
Yeah.
Right? And it wouldn't surprise me because there's a lot of Armenians in that area. And when I've heard him talk, it's not Arabic and it's not
No.
Turkish.
Something different.
Yeah, it's something left of centre, yeah? But, like, next to that, you've got a florist which is run by, I think they're from the Balkans, right? Like the Kreitz or something, yeah? Next to that, you got, like, a Thai joint. The convenience store on the corner is run by, like, a guy who looks like he's from Chinatown.
Every time I go there, he's always wearing a tracksuit and he's got a chain around his neck. He's the coolest guy, man.
He's a boss.
Every time I walk in there, he's like, oh, tattoo. He's like, oh, I like this one. I go, waste of money. He's like, oh, yeah, but real nice. He's an old guy. He's an old bloke.
Yeah,
he's always wearing, like, you know those tracksuit you buy from the $2 shops?
Yeah.
Like the full outfit though, with like, it's got the pink and blue. And he's always wearing like slippers.
$12, like $12 for the whole ensemble.
And he never wears the t-shirt or anything, he just wears the chain.
Dude, you got that on the other side.
I can picture
The
him right now.
laundromat?
I can picture
Then the
him.
laundromat, where it's like a gathering of like Polynesians or Deros.
But you've got the other Chinese restaurant there that makes no business. It says, what does it say on there? It says Chinese food, sushi, and something else.
Yeah.
Like you can buy like 3 different types of food in there, but it's always shut.
That place is always empty.
So I reckon it's a meth lab.
It's got to be a front, like for sure. Yeah. Then like the laundromat with the Deros and the
Did you know there's
Polynesians.
around the corner from there's a tattoo shop?
Yeah, and there's a tattoo shop on the corner of that.
Nice,
seriously,
nice.
this is at the hub. This is like my doorstep, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Going for a pizza there, man. I always order to pick up, and I go down there and get
Next
it.
Wednesday, we're having a pizza from Mario's.
So what makes the pizza so good?
I don't know, he just makes them really well. Like, I love them there.
They're all right. Your stomach will usually go to shit.
Yeah,
but they're good. They're good to eat.
But when you open it and you're starving, you're like, yeah, man.
I think, dude, back when we used to watch the footy a lot at my house, I would have ordered pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have definitely tried it, but you wouldn't remember
When
it.
you came over for the Carlton Essendon game, when you, yeah.
Do you remember watching those games at my house?
Oh, man, we're all dying.
Do you remember Carlton
We couldn't
Essendon?
breathe.
I remember getting out, and I think it was the trolley pile or something, and I was just walking along the dung, hitting the banisters of the railing of the fucking fencing thing. That was the worst.
days.
That was the worst.
My
man.
bladder's going to burst if we don't pause this,
Oh,
motherfucker.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
All right, smoko break. Smoko. Fuck my life, man. You fucking scumbags ate all the donuts. I didn't
you have them chocolate, please?
Oh, you actually haven't had any yet.
Nick actually ate all the donuts.
I gotta stop eating shit, man.
I gotta stop eating shit as he's snapping off a piece of chocolate.
You gotta try.
Aeon chocolate's the best. Come on, like it's just we grew up with that stuff. So that's just
That is pretty damn fun.
No, we didn't have Cadbury. Like what the fuck? We had this stuff in the cupboard.
You know what's funny? You can buy this stuff at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 different locations within a K radius from where we are right now. But you've
Anywhere
never
else?
seen this?
Yeah, no, I've never
You've
seen it.
never seen this before in your life?
I've never seen it.
I go and take them. Wouldn't mind some Aeon chocolate.
I'm glad you brought it. It was delicious.
Dude, Goose are like that. Like, the other day when I felt like shit, I said, fuck, what am I going to do? I feel like crap. I need to eat. Like, I don't know, what should I eat? And this guy's like, man, go to Safeway, make yourself like an antipasto platter. But his first thing was buy bread. Just get yourself some bread.
Yeah, man.
Get some butter on that.
Yeah.
I went and bought like 4 knot rolls.
Yum.
Bought like Cabana, some like Jarlsberg cheese, like block cheese. I bought like just random shit. I went home, made an antipasto platter.
Best.
But man, when I buttered that bread and bit into it,
Made it all better.
best feeling. Have you had hot fresh bread with butter, man? Just like slathered on.
It's just the best. I told you, like, man, bread makes everything better.
Yeah. But hey, you know what I have to ask you? This guy was talking about the Springy Bakery, yeah? About being off the wall. Mm-hmm. What does it cost to make a bread roll?
Where I worked, or just in general, like as in,
Right.
well, not roll. Let's say not roll. Let's use that as an example.
Okay.
You'd buy it for what, 80 cents? 60 to 80 cents?
Yeah,
something
it's 80
like that?
cents. I'm pretty sure it's 80 cents.
All right.
From Bakers or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, back in the day, yeah, it'd probably cost you roughly, I don't know, 4 to 5 cents, if that.
That's pretty much what you said today.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. It literally would cost you that
Good
much.
profit margin.
Oh, man. I mean, the bakery business, if you've got a good shop and you can get it out, I'm telling you, you'll make lots of money. Dude, the shop I was working at, we were making $21,000 a week.
That's what I said to him today.
Bread.
Okay,
Bread.
I was talking about, remember the bakery near the studio?
Oh, yeah.
Us alone, we'd go there and smash like $10 each, and there was like 5 of us.
Yeah. Just, grab a sausage roll, or grab this, or grab that.
Big M or a coffee, sausage roll, and like a sandwich or something.
Yeah.
$10 minimum.
And between 5 of us, they would make just $50, $60 just off us in that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, 4 cents a bread roll.
Yeah.
If that. Depends how good the flour is. You can get cheaper flour, and then when the Asian, you go in there and it's like, got the holes in it. Like, you can tell. It's got like holes in your bread and stuff, like shit yeast and shit flour.
Yeah.
But if you go like Baker's Delight, that's why they charge you 80 cents a roll, but it's whole. It's not like whole, like, it hasn't got like shit in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3, 4, 5 cents. Like, fuck all, sell it for 80 cents. I mean, a loaf of bread will cost you like, I don't know, like 50 cents. Yeah, Baker's Delight, they sell it for $5. $5.50 for a loaf of bread. Man.
Good business.
Oh, man. Bread.
I mean, you cut away.
Good dough.
I had to do it. Dad joke of the year. Man, you cut away like what the store costs. What would a Baker's Delight have to pay in rent? You know, for
depends the area. So
Yeah.
the franchise in Carnegie was, I think he paid something like just under $500,000, but he's making 21 grand a week. So I mean, you got your overhead, you're paying your staff. He had 2 full-time bakers, as in qualified.
what does a baker make?
If you're qualified, you can make between 50 to 70, depending. Because you're working weekends, you've got penalty rates and all that kind of stuff.
After tax, you're probably getting like $7.90 to $9.10 a week.
Yeah, but he had like apprentices, so you pay him fuck all. Like I remember when I started my first year apprenticeship, man, I was earning $210 a week.
What?
Yeah.
Is that what apprentices make?
Back then, I started in 2002.
What do apprentices make now?
These days,
Now they've got government help and stuff. So if you're an apprentice, you get topped up by the government. So if you were to become, like if you're an adult apprentice,
Yeah, mature age or whatever.
mature age, so you'll get your.
So like right now, we want to go do Sparky like.
So you'll
diplomas.
probably get like $450 a week, plus the government will top it up, like another $300 or $400 for you, and they help you buy your tools and stuff. It's different now.
It's not bad.
So what would you make? Like 700?
Yeah, like a decent, like $750 you'll clear. $750.
But that's only if you're a mature age, right?
Mature age.
Yeah.
If you're a kid,
Fuck off.
you'll probably make $450, $500,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
Like I started on $210, and that's working weekends at midnight.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal industry, man.
How the fuck are you meant to like survive on that?
That's low.
And
But it
that's,
was a while
that's
ago.
when I moved out. I was paying rent and paying off my car. I hustled, man. I made things work. Yeah, I saved as much as I could.
Man, just doing that's in my head, man. I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting anxiety
That's $840 a month.
Yeah, I'm having anxiety thinking about the 2002 version of you. Like, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think of my wage, like, say, 10 years ago when I worked at my old job. 40-hour week, full manual handling, manual labour. Like, you're literally working like an Egyptian. Like, literally, like carrying steel on your back, carrying chairs, all that sort of shit. Man, I'd be lucky to see 630, 640 after tax.
Yeah.
Man, what do you do with that?
Yeah. No, apprentices they've got it all right. Like, if you're a mature age apprentice, you'll be okay now. Like, obviously it's not as high still, like as
look, it's not a full wage, but it's a decent.
But once you get into your second, your third year, and once you get qualified,
Then you're sweet, yeah.
Then you're alright, man. I mean, these days a mature age apprentice can qualify, depending on what field you're in, you can qualify within 2.5 years.
Yeah, I know someone that did a mechanics thing. Like, literally just because he owned a mechanic shop and he worked at one at the same time and just became qualified, like, on the go and had someone helping him out as well.
Yeah.
Smashed in, like, 18 months.
Yeah, man. You can do it. You can do it.
I just killed it, went all out and just did it. Man, but fuck.
But the wages back then were really low. Like, they're really low.
That's disgusting, man. Why would anyone be...
But I guess the cost of living would have been less as well, right?
I was living on my own. I was renting, and...
But in general, like, just the cost of living would have been...
petrol was cheaper, everything was cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not...
But $210.
$210.
And then they reviewed my position after, I think it was, you do your 3-month trial as an apprentice, like you do your, probation period or whatever, and they upped it to like $280. And then once I qualified first year, I was up to $350. And then in my second year, I was earning around $400. But that's still working weekends, no penalty rates.
Johnny, did you ever do anything after high school? Like a trade or anything?
No.
Did you do any, like, education, anything like studying or whatever?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
What majority would you say people that, like, you went to school with ended up like that as well?
Majority.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What are they all doing?
Didn't start a trade or anything like that. Like,
No, a few did, but the majority just, I don't know. I don't really keep in contact with them, so I don't know.
Johnny wrote them off.
Max, like, I know, like, say the guys that we went to school with, like other people we went to school with, they either got a job outright of high school, like doing something menial, like something random.
Call center or...
Something random, and they're probably still in it now.
They are.
Yeah. They're either still in it now or moved to, like, a different company doing the same job. Like, never actually did anything different. They've just done the same thing. And those that went to uni did it and either became teachers or, like, again, took some random job that anyone could sort of get in, like, and get. Or they went to business, or they did a trade. Like a lot of the wogs,
a
especially.
couple, like, doing, like, plumbing and
a lot of the wogs
stuff.
did trades. And they're killing it.
Concreter.
Yeah, shit
That
like
was
that.
probably the main thing in my area too. People doing trades.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah?
but other than that, it was just whatever. Like, yeah.
Warehouse work and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Like, I went straight into JB Hi-Fi when I left
Which one?
Camberwell.
Wow. Living large.
I'm going to make that work soon. I was managing the store there now.
Oh, really?
What were you doing there, car audio?
Yeah, look, yeah. Yeah, I was.
There was always the car audio guy at like JB.
Was always the coolest cunt.
He's always like either a strung out Dero or like some amped up like Aussie dude from the gully. Like standard,
Man, what premium quality sound? This is the one you go for.
He starts talking about bass.
You really want the Eurovox.
You know what? Back then, you know what was big? The Sony Explode.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I had that in my VK.
The silver
Yeah,
speakers.
man, I had that in my VK, man.
Explode. That was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you picture him at JB? I can. I can actually picture him.
But did you wear your beanie and shit?
No.
No.
I had like,
Clean face.
no, I had like bleached blonde hair and I wore like a tight Bonds top and shit.
So you were part of Simple Plan. The band Simple Plan.
Yes, I was part of
We were
Simple Plan.
talking about that today. I was trying to remember. There was a song called Me Against the World, and I can't remember if it was Simple Plan, but there was another band like Simple Plan at the same time. And there was a song called Riot Girl. I think that's a Simple Plan song. Or someone to that effect.
What was the song called?
It wasn't Good Charlotte.
Wait, what was the first song you said? Me Against the World?
Me Against the World.
Yeah, you had simple.
Do you remember? It was like the Fall Out Boy era, like that era. Simple Plan, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
It was all that poppy.
Simple Plan, you're right.
Me Against the World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look up a song, Riot Girl.
Riot.
Riot.
I actually looked that up after you said it, and all I could find was like some punk band.
Good Charlotte.
It is Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
Why do you tell me about those bands back in like 10 years ago?
Let the record
Yeah, and
play.
I just bought the new latest Guitar Hero game, and it has a Good Charlotte song on there, the anthem song.
What happened to Good Charlotte, man?
They're on the Voice.
The Voice.
How are they qualified to be on The Voice?
This is so moist.
Seriously. Like, how the fuck are the Madden Brothers qualified to be on The Voice?
Because they're cool. And
Do you like their music?
You know what? The early stuff was...
Yeah,
they had some cool stuff,
Yeah,
man.
a couple of cool catchy
And then
tracks.
they went like really... I'm not going to say commercial, because they're always commercial, as in they were always thing.
They went like
all-
tacky, poppy commercials.
Yeah,
sort of,
bad.
yeah.
Their earlier stuff was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then they just went all funny and shit, and
Yeah.
I just fell off. Like, I just... No.
Do you remember Simple Plan?
Yeah, man.
Do you remember Simple Plan?
Yeah.
How long ago was that? Like 10 years? Simple Plan, I'm pretty sure was 10 years ago. It has to be 2005, 2006, 2000, like, no more than that.
I knew a few people that love Simple Plan.
Of course you did. They have star tats?
Probably.
They were French-Canadian.
Yeah, the guy's name is Piers or some shit.
Yeah, they're from Canada.
We've got some big news coming on Monday,
Pierre or
9
some
hours
shit.
ago. They're still around. What the fuck?
When was their last album release?
Disco.
They had some gay ass songs.
This year.
Seriously.
Taking one for the team. That's what it's called. They're releasing in February.
That says it all right there.
Taking one for the team. They're releasing in February.
Had it too.
Taking one for the team. And these are the singles from this album. I Don't Want to Go to Bed, Opinion Overload, and Singing in the Rain. Man, just give up.
One sounds like it's about golden showers. The other one sounds like it's about date rape or molestation.
Man, it's...
You know what band I love? Taking Back Sunday. Remember them?
Nah, Taking Back Sunday.
Nick, do you remember Unwritten Law?
Yes.
I love that band, dude.
They were pretty good, man.
I don't know who they
Remember
are.
that song Teenage Suicide?
Man, dude, I'm telling you, they're pretty good. They were like teenage angst, kind of.
Unwritten Law. The second album is fucking
Who are they?
unreal. Just one of those bands.
Americans?
Yeah, Americans, yeah.
What is it? Like emo, punk, whatever?
Same shit, dude. Like that era. Like Blink, Taking Back Sunday, fucking
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit.
I was going through the
But Teenage...
alternative
Oh, that was a
bands.
really good album, man.
My Chemical
Really good album.
Romance, get a job.
Yeah, nah. That I get nightmares about them. man.
Arcadia Fire. Jimmy Eat World. Remember
Yeah, I
those
remember
bands?
Jimmy Eat World. Yeah.
Man,
I kind of like Jimmy Eat World.
I love Papa Roach.
Hey,
Like,
what was
they
the name
were
of
awesome.
that band that we saw at Soundwave that you were like, we had to see him? It was just before Bullet.
Billy Talent.
That's it, Billy Talent.
I love Billy Talent.
I keep forgetting the name of that band, man.
If you actually sat down and listened, they're actually really good. You would like them.
I didn't mind like what I heard like that
I
day.
agree.
Did you ever listen to Shinedown?
Shinedown? No.
They're not bad.
Shine down.
They're not bad.
These random
AFI? You
I know. I remember.
I saw it. I was saying AFI
Yeah,
a couple of times. Yeah. that's
Death
sick.
Cab for Cutie. What are
Oh yeah, they had that song "Meet Me on the Equinox."
You know what, man?
Trapped.
Hey.
Do you remember those guys?
Yeah, I remember
man.
Trapped. Headstrong.
Yeah. Headstrong.
Yeah, man. Trapped.
I don't remember Trapped.
Are you joking,
Dude, that's a cool
Even
song.
come on, even I remember Trapped.
Wait,
Headstrong.
what sort of band were
I
they?
take on anyone.
Yeah, it's a full like power anthem for
This
emos.
is where you belong.
Yeah, yeah.
You serious?
Do you remember Lost Prophets?
Yeah, Lost Prophets.
Yeah, and then,
they're
they-
from Wales.
Yeah, man, do you know what happened to
My
them?
boys.
Yeah, do you know what happened to them?
Oh, what happened to them?
Okay, dude.
Wait, I think there's
No,
something-
yeah, guys. I want to get the facts on this. Google Lost Prophets lead singer and what he did.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, didn't you get pedophilia and stuff?
Yeah, but
yeah.
read the case. I love how he was like, my boys, the Welshmen. Well,
No, actually, I think they're from England. Now that I think
but they
about
were
it.
Irish. They were from Dublin, man. That was the most fucked up case ever.
Ian Watkins.
I remember I do remember now, and I was shattered because I actually liked that band. I was like, man, he seemed like such a cool guy.
Yeah, well, he
Read
I
that.
think it was pretty
case out.
sinister what he did, right?
It was disgusting.
Yeah. Fuck.
he was charged with conspiracy to engage in sexual activity with a 1-year-old.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
With a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
and distribution of indecent images of children and extreme animal pornography. Charges were heard at Cardiff Magistrates Court, where Johnny.
What's his name?
That's some pretty fucked up shit. Yeah, man.
I remember when that came out because I think Lost Prophets like second album or something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I know the one that had that song, "The Last Train" or whatever.
Had a couple tracks on it which I liked,
Yeah.
right? And I thought, yeah, they're all right, and okay, whatever. But then I remember reading that, and the band instantly distanced themselves, like
Yeah,
straight
from him,
away.
yeah.
They're like,
and
nah, not
split
happening.
up and just
Yeah.
said, "That's fucked. This cunt's fucked. We want nothing to do with this. He's tainted like everything. Like we can't carry on. Like if we do something else, it'll be under a different name, like completely. We can't keep doing this." What happened? Did he go to jail? Like, what
Yeah, man,
happened?
he got 14 years and 17 years for 2 different cases. So he's
out in
gone.
6.
I'll give him 5.
Yeah. No, I'll be out.
You've never heard Headstrong.
Nope.
Man, that would have been the Gully's anthem, man.
Yeah. I heard it here. I heard it in Clayton.
I still have it on my gym, like when you work out and stuff.
That's
I
a
have
track that like fell under the radar. But if I found, it's like what was it called? What was that song, man? I pulled up to your house playing one night, Nick. When I came to your joint, I was playing that. Was it Get Up or something? No, what was it called? Stand Up or Get Up? It was what was it? It was like a metal
Draining Pool.
Drowning
Step
Pool.
Up.
Yeah, Step Up.
Yeah.
If you want to step up, you're going to get knocked down.
It's a sick. That's a sick track.
That Headstrong track would have fallen into the pool of like that Drowning Pool track.
Yeah, that category.
Yeah, like Il Nino and like the rest of those bands, man.
Wait for it. Gully.
This is pure Gully. Oh,
You really haven't had to.
I feel like I'm back at high school though.
I'm definitely at the end of high school. In tape. This chorus, big chorus.
Oh, yeah, I know this song. Yeah, the chorus sold it for me, but yeah, I don't really remember listening to it, but I know the song. Like, yeah, the chorus.
Man, you know what I love though? El Nino. Man, I listen to them every day. Every day. They're just nuts. They're just just some random Brazilian band. You know, not so much Sepultura, but
No, I had a couple
love
of tracks by El Nino, but not many. But they all fall in the same category of like Lost Prophets,
Yeah.
Trapped, like Drowning Pool, all these bands. I would have been, 10 years ago? Easy. 2005, 2004,
yeah.
like end of TAFE, start of like when I did audio engineering. I was getting into the band thing as well.
that's a cool track.
That is a cool track. And you know what? This is the problem, man. When all that stuff came out, there was heaps of like singles. Like even Hoobastank had some really cool tracks.
The Reason.
Before they did The Reason.
No, but their earlier stuff was pretty cool.
Before they did The Reason,
Yeah.
and the album that The Reason's on, like that album, has actually got 2 or 3 tracks that are like decent. They're
See,
like
that's,
that.
That's what's wrong with music, because everyone remembers them for The Reason.
Yeah.
But they had some really cool tracks before that.
Like-
Yeah, it just fucks it for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Same as Nickelback.
that whole
They had some wicked tracks.
Nickelback.
Fucking Nickel Crack.
Have you ever heard the track with the Nickelback where they combine their 2 singles? They pan one hard left speaker, one hard right.
No.
They beat map it so it plays at the same exact tempo. They sound exactly the same. I swear to you.
Can I just say something though? You know, before he went all poppy and shit, right? Chad Kroeger, he's actually a good singer. You
That's
know,
what I'm saying.
they did Sad But True Metallica on a live concert.
Oh, really?
Like 2 minutes of it. Man, it kills it.
He actually nailed
And
it.
everyone was like saying, why the fuck do they play their kind of stupid shit they play?
And they could have
can
been
play
good.
heavy stuff.
They could have been good, yeah.
Because their earlier albums were pretty good. Like, they had some good, like, Bullet and all that kind of stuff. They had, like, a lot of good tracks. And then they went all surfy and, like, he looked like a gay surfer. You know what I mean? Like, from California, man. He's from fucking Texas or some shit. He's like a redneck. And he went all bitch and he fucking married, what's her face? The Canadian bitch. Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Like, that's a match made in heaven. Fucking Nickelback and fucking Avril Lavigne. Man, get a job, man. Seriously.
Hang on, I think I found it. Wait a second, let me suss this out.
Oh, yeah. Just the same shit.
Okay, there you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the same chord.
They could have been so much better than what they were.
Dude.
Like,
Hang on, wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. This gets so much better. Oh no! No!
Fucking Samsungs.
No, hey, it's not that. It's the actual song itself. I used to have the full version.
Yeah, do you want me to do it on my Apple?
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'll
Your
bring it
thing
up.
wouldn't even load up, man. You'd have to find
black spot.
some cracked version of the phone just to get YouTube happening. Like, fuck off. Nah, you know what it is? The whole song isn't there. It's only 53 seconds. When you hear the actual, like, breakdown at the end, it's like, yeah,
Just spot
it's
on the same.
spot on, man. It's just...
You know what? That's what we've got to have on the Friday.
What?
We've got to have El Nino, all right? And I want Mudvayne. Man, I've been the biggest Mudvayne
man,
man.
I've been talking to some of the boys at work. Like, man, a lot of the guys we work with are like sort of our age.
Yeah.
And all listen to like Mudvayne, Seven Dust.
Oh, man.
Like all those,
Yeah.
all these stupid bands we keep naming from like our yesteryear. You know.
But Mudvayne is sick, man.
Do you know what's funny? Like, you talk to, like, Mile Man or something, it's like, what were the bands, you know, from, like, when you were in your 20s? It's like...
Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, you know...
The Eagles.
Rolling Stones, the Eagles...
Beach Boys.
Beatles, Dire Straits,
Yeah.
Deep Purple, you know...
Fleetwood Mac.
It's like...
Proper bands.
Dad, what were the bands, like, you know, when you were, like, 20? It's like...
Mudvayne.
Weird.
Seven Dust.
Seven Dust, Mudvayne, El Nino.
What was it?
Stained. It's been a while.
Since,
It's been a while.
But man, I don't care. To the day I die, that is always going to remind me of us building the dojo. It's like, do you remember Stained? It's been a while.
Oh, man.
You found it. It's like that guy. That fucking guy.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
since,
I'm on the outside.
And what was that other one? Saliva.
Click, click, boom.
Yeah.
Click, click, boom.
And hang on, what were the other bands we said that day? Remember we were going through like that phase and we're losing our shit. It was Stained.
Oh, you got
3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. 3 Doors Down.
yeah, Hoobastank.
Hoobastank, yeah.
And you got the chick singer one.
Which chick singer one? Evanescence.
Evanescence. That's
Yeah.
the same sort of.
Which song was it that you were playing? Not bringing me back to life. It was something else.
No. It was. You know what? She had some cool songs. They had some cool songs, but they died in the arse.
What happened to them?
A lot of these bands, like, she got rid of her whole band.
What do you mean?
She married a doctor, and she got like they had a falling out, and I don't know.
She had a falling out with the band.
Yeah. And she owned the naming rights to the band, so she threw them all out. And she goes, "Well, Evanescence is my band," or some shit. I don't fucking know. They're all fucked. I think she kept one of the guitarists. They stopped for a while because the guitarist actually had a stroke.
Whoa!
Because he kept headbanging. He headbanged that. No, man. He headbanged that hard that he had a stroke. He had to learn how to fucking play again. He had to learn how to fucking... He headbang... Like, that's a headbanger.
That's fucked.
Man, he headbanged himself to a stroke.
That's dedicated.
Yeah, man.
That's dedication to the headbang.
Yeah, man.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, so they were pretty good.
What's up?
Look, mate, you just got to stop headbanging, or you're not going to live.
You know what, like,
Nah, fuck it.
You know what that reminds me? That reminds me of the Beatles, man. I remember John Lennon and Paul McCartney, because they essentially wrote most of the songs. They used to get in like the biggest quarrel over the credit to the songwriting about whose name would go first on certain tracks. It's like if me and you, Johnny, wrote a track, I'd be like, I want my name first on the songwriting credits. It's like Dim, then John, and then some other tracks would be like first John, then Dim. Like,
I'd just be like, whatever. Who cares?
look, I get it because I mean, look, man.
Look, read that. There you go. In 2005, Balsamo suffered a stroke. The doctors informed him that it was a result of a blood clot in his neck that formed from headbanging on stage. Man, as a result of his injury...
Yeah, but they weren't like Cannibal Corpse or something, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking like they weren't that hard,
Calm
bro.
down.
Man, I know. Imagine he was in like Cannibal Corpse, a monomath or something. Like, you know,
Snapped off.
It's almost as if like...
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro.
Nah, dude.
You're in Evanescence.
Bring me
The guy's just palm muting everything.
Just always wanted to be in a metal band, like a hardcore band.
His name's Tony.
He's at rehearsal just shredding in the background. Like, what are you doing?
Play these three
gotta
chords,
calm
shut the fuck up. Sitting there ripping me like, you know, Stradivarius. Like,
Dude, I've never heard of that. A blood clot from headbanging.
Yeah, man.
Now, how is Slipknot still running around?
They obviously didn't headbang as hard as this guy.
This guy just said,
Weak neck.
I bet you get these like YouTube videos.
Fragile
man.
neck.
He just makes YouTube videos of his own playing, just sitting in his bedroom. You know.
Dude, I watched a clip from Rotting Christ.
Yeah.
Right, some of those guitarists there, the Greek metal band, man.
Oh, dude, a Greek black metal band.
And they're huge.
What are they called? Rotting Christ.
Rotting Christ.
They're actually cool, man. Like, they've got some cool songs. But these cunts headbang. Like, Septic Flesh, another Greek, like, metal band. Man, I'm surprised these guys haven't had strokes. Like,
Yeah.
If you see them, the whole concert is them head down and just fucking headbanging.
Gong, gong, gong,
And their
gong.
hair's just fucking falling and shit. Man, Greece has got a big metal thing, man.
Do they?
Oh,
You didn't
man.
know?
Dude,
No?
when I went to Salonika, my cousin took me to a metal club. It was the best thing ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got a
When I went
massive-
in 98, man, for the first time, I was like a kid, you know. I remember my second cousins, I walked in on one of them, like in his room. It was all dark. This guy had long hair. And he was sitting there tuning an acoustic guitar, and he was wearing like an Iron Maiden t-shirt. I'm like, what do you mean, man? Yeah, that's
Massive,
one of my.
they love Maiden, and they love Iced Earth and stuff like that. Like, they like Metallica, but it's not really like they like more the European sounding, like
European, like power metal sort of stuff, man.
Yeah.
They love it.
Fucking
Dude, Firewind.
Oh man,
Firewind-
I had them on yesterday. I was listening to Allegiance.
Yeah, I had Allegiance come up randomly on my iPod.
Yeah.
Firewind, a half sort of made up of mostly Greek musicians and like Swedish musicians. They came here. They came about 2-3 years ago. I went and saw them with
Gus G
Con.
plays for Ozzy Osbourne now.
Yeah, Gus G, the guitarist.
No
yeah.
shit.
I love his name's Konstantinos.
Yeah, Konstantino.
But he's
They call him
Gus.
Gus,
But
yeah.
he's been playing for Ozzy now for like 5-6 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like brutal guitarist, man. They love it. They fucking love it.
I love it. I watched a little film clip, and he's like, "My name is Gus G, and this is made specially for you, Japan." And he sits there, and it's like the tackiest fucking film clip. It's him sitting in front of like 8 Marshall stacks, shredding, like just
just shredding.
And these Japanese people are like losing their fucking minds. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's alright. I'm shredding, but you have to do the tackiness, of, like the fade in, fade out.
That's man, that's the wankery of like European metal.
Yeah.
Like I love European metal, man.
Yeah.
Like I used to listen to it like non-stop.
Yeah, it's sick.
But it's the wankery anthems and
It's
the
tacky,
imagery.
Yeah.
Just this like
We will fight.
yeah, you think of Hammerfall. Hammerfall is the most just staple European
Yeah,
band. Swedish dudes, like black leather, long hair. Every film clip's a green screen of like snow.
Yeah.
Some sort of like
Fading in and out.
yeah, just in and out. And there's some sort of Viking quest, like, you know, metal war going on, you know. Like, dude, Hammerfall, Templars of Steel.
You guys ever listen to that band Ghost or whatever?
No. Who Ghost?
You don't know Ghost? And it's like the main guy, his name's like something Priest or something.
Let me have a look.
You guys don't know Ghost?
Ah, who Ghost? Why are you looking at me like I'm nuts? I've never heard of him.
I don't know, I'm just surprised you guys like...
Ghost, I don't know Ghost.
Ghost band. Let's have a look.
Like,
Ghost is a Swedish. Oh, these can't. Yeah, I know who they are.
the
but
dude
I've
has
never-
like the scepter with the cross.
He
and
looks.
like,
He looks fucked.
the black... What's his...
Where?
Black
Yeah, he
Priest
looks.
or
He looks
something.
battered, man.
Wait, guess what?
Like, these guys make Septic Flesh look like they're like preschoolers, man.
Who the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Black.
Apparently Dave Grohl's in with them somehow.
Of course he
Does
is.
something for them.
Grohl's in with everyone, man.
He's fingering everything.
Grohl. Of course he is.
Do you guys ever... sometimes I just like go on these trips where I listen to like this like real black dark metal. Like, I
Yeah,
just go
man.
through
Oh,
this,
man.
but I'd go through the lyrics and like try and make like some sort of sense of
Yeah.
it.
What was that band
Like, so
we
just
were
dark
really
and weird.
into, man?
Who?
Back in like 2004. Us.
Cradle.
No. They were like from like Sweden or Finland or something. Oh man, and they
Jimmy
had that
Borger.
no, they had a double CD and they're very operatic.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about? They had a
yeah,
double CD.
because
They
I
had a red
downloaded
one and a blue one.
Yeah, I downloaded their album. It wasn't Dream Theater.
No.
It was yeah, because I remember me and you were
They had
talking
a female
about him.
singer.
You and I were talking about him,
Yeah.
and then I remembered the name and I downloaded the
Oh
album.
man, I've been for 2 weeks.
I've got it at home. I'll check
man.
I'll check my computer when I go home.
Man,
Yeah,
Like-
it's just power. It's like power orchestral. Like, man, there are 100 subgenres, man.
Yeah.
Orchestral power
Yeah.
metal, whatever you want to call it, symphonic metal, like whatever.
they were like, oh man,
Yeah, that was an epic album, man.
double CD,
Dude.
just like
Black metal lyrics, like some of it's really well written, but like some
It's almost like a poem, but it's like just all this real weird dark shit. Like I sit there and read.
You know,
it
my
out.
favourite track by Cradle of Filth was like Scorched Earth Erotica, but my next one that got me into them was Suicide and Other Comforts, right? And the opening lyrics was just,
I pace
got it.
alone in a place full of dead overcome by woe.
You just picture this Shakespearean dude, like, with a lute.
Yeah.
I've got it. Therion.
Therion, yeah, that's
Man.
Therion.
Man.
Yeah, you'll love their album cover, man.
Yeah.
It's an inverted pyramid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
It's all connected.
Johansson. Christoph.
I pace.
I love how they named it goes Megatherion. It's a Greek for the great beast. That's what they named their band after.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Remember that one track? Because I remember, man, we were at my joint and we started reminiscing it. I remembered it and I lost it. Downloaded that, just that one track with that just palm muted chords.
Man, it was it Secret of the Runes, or was it Crowning of Atlantis?
No.
It was serious. It was this from this album here. But they had the double CD. But they had the doubles.
Dude, they're all like picturesque. Like they're all just about anthems.
Lumeria.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
See the inverted pyramid?
Ooh.
You know what's funny, man?
I want to read some lyrics.
I'll tell you what, man. My old man is like, she ripped some pretty fucking funny zingers like in his time. I was watching the Hammerfall DVD. I must have been like 17 or 18. I don't know. I had the DVD going in my room, and he's walked in, and they're doing like an acoustic set somewhere, and it looked like the set looked like it was at like a D&D shop. Or one of those like mind games shops, you know, like where all the kids hang out and the like, you know, adult males. Yeah. And the camera's just panning through the crowd. It's just all kids. And my man's walked in. He's like, what are they performing at fucking school? It's like the biggest band out of Sweden.
Man, I gotta play the start of this fucking song, man. I'm sorry. Of course, it's gonna be an ad. It was Arnie.
Oh, dude, those
Arnie.
ads. Does he really
What's
need...
he selling, a game?
It's a game, yeah.
No.
Free on the App Store. Yeah, like...
This was the first song.
This is it. I used to love this track, man.
I love this guy, man.
That's mad.
Like when the chick sings, very operatic, and the guy, he's got a really tough voice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very operatic.
Yeah. It's operatic, dude. That's what... I used to listen to this shit non-stop.
Oh, my God.
Dude, man.
Shit, man.
The amount of hours I spent listening to that stuff. I wasn't really
watching it on YouTube.
I didn't find the singing appealing. I just found the music behind it really appealing. Like some of it was really well written. Like Nightwish, man. Nightwish's stuff is so intricate.
Yeah.
So intricate.
Did you listen to Nightwish?
I know who they are, and I know whatever.
Still seriously cool, man.
To this day, man. Best gig I've ever been to. Nightwish, Corner Hotel, original singer Taja. Best gig.
She was fantastic.
Man, I've seen Maiden, I've seen Metallica, I've seen all these bands. Nightwish at the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Best band, best gig I've ever
But
seen.
Nightwish, they were such a good band, man. And they've gone through how many singers now? They just come from...
Yeah, I know they changed again.
Yeah, they changed. They had got the one after Taj and that song Bye Bye Beautiful. That's the album they did on
I saw her as well live.
And then she left. Yeah. And they got another one now. It's just not the same. It's not the same.
I downloaded their last album, but I never listened to it.
I was listening to a lot of their old stuff like Nemo and all that kind of stuff.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
Nemo was the one that cracked Europe big time.
Yeah.
And like international.
So you get on with Johnny. I reckon you'll love it.
It's not that hardcore like that.
No.
Shorter tracks, you know, except was it Century Child? I think that album was Century Child. It had a few like eight minute clangers. You just put. I don't know where I had the time to listen to all this shit, man.
But you know what? When we were in playing at the studio, me and this guy, man, like we listened to a lot of the power metal. We were all over it. That's all Stradivarius, Halloween, like heaps of those bands.
Bodum.
We were always playing it, like in the studio, like between we would play, and then we would like have a break, and then we'll just have one of these bands on. Like have a smoke, have a drink, and then we'll just jump back on to the instruments. It was cool as.
That's mad.
Yeah. It was like 6 hours. We'll be in there for 6 hours. Like straight. Like, there'd be no like...
Man, where did my life go, man?
That were the days,
Seriously.
Sunset.
Mind you, man, while we were doing that, I was still doing my own music as well.
Yeah,
still producing my stuff, and I was still fucking with hip-hop and like house and all that. Man, I don't have time to... I put on a song now while I'm cleaning my house, and that's all like drive to and from work.
Rug.
Yeah.
Like,
His damn stains.
I love how Fun Bobby's mind goes straight away. That's why they call him Fun Bobby.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Look, man, now, honestly, I pump the iPod up with, like, tunes and just put it on random and get surprised by, like, what I've got on there. Like, oh, yeah, I remember this song. Do you know what I actually heard? What do I sing every year, like, at Christmas time at work?
Dick in a box.
Standard. Every year.
Have you heard Korn's Christmas song?
No.
Jingle Balls?
No.
Man, get on with it, man. All it is, Jingle Balls.
I think about it, man. Like, the stuff that I sing at work, man. Like, I mean, you guys know what I listen to. But, like,
it's my dick
I
in
will
a box.
harass this guy or his brother. I'll be singing Dick in a Box, and then I'll pump up Bump and Grind. I'll just be going down the PBL and just start...
Yeah, I'll hear it in the distance. I'll look up. Where is he?
Where is he? You just hear a dick in a box, babe.
Dude, it's fucked up. And then I hear, like, I heard Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
The NSYNC track, Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that. Din, 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 din. Would you be my... And then Nelly do, hey, hey, you know, in the background. I'm like, fuck, I used to sing this all the time, man.
Were you NSYNC or Backdoor Boys?
More NSYNC.
NSYNC, man, JT.
Bye.
Every time I pass this guy, man, like, for ages. And it would go for weeks, man. Like, for weeks, I'd just fly past him.
It's my dick in a box.
I don't know why you can't.
Yeah, like...
Ease your mind.
Like, I just bust into it. Because, like, what's wrong with you, man?
It always brightens my
But
day
you know
up.
what? It makes time go by, and it's good to have someone like
man.
that in the work. Like, that'd be awesome.
Guys just looking like, what the fuck's wrong with you? My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. It's like, and the funniest was, you know what the funniest? That's how I used to blood like a lot of the new casuals at my old job and my new one. Like, especially when I had the long hair. Or when I cut it and I started doing like mohawks and shit, mohawk, fucking beard, 7 pieces in my face, and you're just passing some fresh casual, like you just got the clean yellow vest.
All nervous.
Yeah, just nervous. I just walk up behind him. My mind's telling me no. And it's like, the fuck is this guy?
I always do the gay shit with the new ones.
Oh yeah, that is spooky.
Gay shit.
Hi, you. You from Manpower? Like, just
I don't mind a bit of manpower.
I was thinking about that the other day. You know how there's like some friends you have, and it's like straight away it's just like you can do the gay humour with them.
Oh yeah, there's always gay innuendo, man.
Then you have other friends that you just wouldn't dream of doing gay humour with.
They're too staunch.
It's so funny, man. Like,
What the fuck are you doing?
What is this rubbish?
Get away
what
from
are you,
me.
gay or something?
Get away from me, mate.
Nah, man, there's always gay innuendo.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's
But it's just funny, man. Like, some people you just like the first time you meet them, they'll just like look at their face. You just know that you can be cool with them and shit.
yeah, but like it's across the board, man. Like JT, man. I saw JT, what was it, 2 years ago, man? Seriously, one of the greatest shows. Like, great performer, like solid, like 2.5 hours, medleys of all his tracks, like remixes and everything was just off tap, man. And the guy's like dancing, singing, doing ballads.
He's a performer, man.
Yeah, he's a
awesome.
performer. Like,
he's
dude,
awesome.
And cats like, what are you seeing JT for, man? He's shit. Like,
Man.
dude, he's a good artist. Like, what do you want me to tell you?
How many hits has he had?
He's a good artist. Like, that's it, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, and that's the thing, I look at music, like, as a production point of view. Like, man, like, whether you like it or not, NSYNC had some fucking catchy tunes.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Like,
we were in high school. That's all everyone talked about.
but, dude, I hated NSYNC when I was in high school.
But
it was only after I got into
you
production
started
properly,
appreciating
I
them.
started appreciating proper
Yeah.
production, man. You know?
And then JT, he was,
And then
it's JT.
At the same time, man, like, I remember when I was at SAE, man, doing the audio engineering, we had an assignment. One of our first assignments was getting familiar with musical elements, yeah? And the thing was, pick 2 songs that you know well and analyze them from a technical point of view and technical aspect and start breaking them down. So, like, recording, instruments involved, recording techniques, effects used, structure, like all that shit. You know what I picked? I picked an instrumental track by In Flames. The Just As Dance, is it Just As Dance or Just As...
Oh, I love that track.
Something. It's all instrumental.
Just a Race or whatever.
Yeah. That and Pop by NSYNC. And why? Because Pop was
Pop.
produced... Nerdy Pop.
Second time of hearing all.
You know what I mean? Dude, I had to listen to that song. Like 100 times, man, in 2 days. Like over and over and over again. What's the deal with this pipeline? Like, dude, I had to get it down pat. Do you know why, man? Because that track is produced by BT. BT did the score for Monster, you know, with Charlize Theron, that she won the Oscar for it or whatever. BT's like at the Juilliard, like fucking, he went to like some like full fucking Academy of Music, man. He's like a proper composer. I've seen him perform live. I love BT. And he produced Dirty Pop. Why? Because they asked him to produce a track. Killed it. That track blew JT's solo career up, man. Yeah. Because that's when they realised, shit, this guy.
He's the one.
We can make money off this kid for the next 20 years.
Everyone else there.
The rest of you just keep working. But
you come here.
Yeah. Bill Burr style. Like, I swear to God. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then cunts would hear that. Like, people get in my car and you hear, like, you know, you get in my car and you hear, like, Bollywood tracks or you hear Lady Gaga
Imran
track.
Khan stuff.
Yeah. Imran Khan, and then you hear an In Flames track, and then you hear a Metallica track, and then you hear Emez will go, what the fuck is this? I'm like, fuck off, man. What do you want me to I listen to whatever.
You appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's good music. Like, get the fuck over it, man. Like, seriously. Yeah. But they call you a fag, you know, because you like whatever track. It's like, oh, Michael Jackson was like a
pop.
It was an effeminate R&B singer from the fucking 80s and 90s.
Who turned white. And he's the king.
Yeah, how come he's okay? Yeah?
It was MJ.
Yeah,
it was MJ.
MJ. Or, you know, all these 90 bands.
Yeah, because they those cunts listen to like Pearl Jam and shit.
No, not even. Even the Meathead Wogs, man. The Meathead Wogs were the worst.
Yeah.
But they'd have like an Usher track.
Don't go dissing my Pearl Jam brethren.
No, dude, I like Pearl Jam.
I love Eddie Vedder, man.
Dude, Pearl Jam are cool.
Pearl Jam fan.
But like all the Wog Meatheads, they would all be listening to Usher.
Yeah.
We were listening to DMX. You know? Like, what?
Where my dogs at?
My dogs in the bar, in the right. Like, dude,
I was into DMX the other day. Ain't no sunshine when it's
DMX is the best, man. The guy's cooked. The guy's absolutely fried.
Came back. He had a fucked up life.
Yeah, he was fucked.
He had a bad
Isn't
life.
Isn't he a preacher or a pastor?
He went back to jail. And then he came back out, so I don't know what he's doing now. But
he was a massive smackhead, man.
Yeah, he broke.
Yeah, like massive smackhead. It's DMX.
Where my dog's at?
Dude, it's
DMX is awesome, man. Exhibit and all these kind of guys, you know, like.
But like that's what I'm saying. Especially like the Wogs, they were the worst, man. Like we'd be listening to this shit and then put on like Cannibal Corpse, and then they wanted this shit because you listen to like an NSYNC track.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. But they got Usher tracks going, you know, or whatever. Get fucked, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know. All right, guys, listen. We're at the 2 hour and 20-minute mark.
Yeah, shit.
The slow walk, the slow roll ended up being a bender. I'm like, man, what time is it?
Yeah, no.
Shit.
Yeah. 6:20.
Man, I've been up since 5.
I got a midnight shift.
This guy.
Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Shit. That's fucked, man.
Well,
I worked with this guy during the day and now he's back within the 24 hour period.
You know what? Working half of the money, man. You're what makes this country great.
Money.
Seriously. Like, it's cunts like him.
Oh, yeah.
Fun Bobby. He's always working, man.
Yeah.
Doing what he has to do.
Look at him.
He's got
that grin's too seedy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. No, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Nothing to say, but let's look forward to try and get that Melton trip up and running.
Absolutely, guys. We'll keep you in touch. Yeah.
We've got to figure that out over the next couple of days. But yeah, done. Call it.
You can leverage out.